Jersey kid ever trying to introduce, like, let's say, Italian American slang into like the post Fortnite crowd.
Hmm.
Like the Rizzler is a thing. And I was wondering if you had exposed yourself to the Rizzler.
I have not exposed myself to the Rizzler. I think you get
You
sent to
should
jail if you expose
you
yourself
should
to the Rizzler.
you should check out the Rizzler, Gino.
He's a child. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an 8-year-old kid
whose entire power appears to be being able to put his hand on his chin.
And then he has like over
I have
a million.
That power.
Yeah. But can
are you like
you Jersey it up? I know that you're not Jersey.
Are you a
but
kind
you
of tubby
Jersey.
kid from Jersey? No. And I don't mean that as an insult.
File select.
No, the Rizzler has admitted to being thick.
Yeah.
Hey,
Gino, if you saw a picture of the Rizzler, you'd be like, I've seen this man. Oh, wait, he's 8? But I've seen this man before. It's not like... You remember that one time when I shared you that meme that was going around about a guy off of the streets of Brooklyn talking about how much he loves his Kia?
Uh-huh.
And I said the words, new Italian just dropped, and I think M's exact words is, this is not new Italian, this is, I know this guy, Italian.
Yeah. Take a hit here. I guess he can just run away.
Hey, Braden.
Yes.
Shocking news. It seems that people are disappointed by the lack of features in Civ 7.
The thing about that game that actually is a weird, like, oh, they maybe should have. It's like hearing about the UI in that game
being jank as fuck.
Being like they minimalized it to the point where it's impossible to find information.
I am so pissed off that the spreadsheets are gone. Like, fuck that. Fuck that! Also, if you haven't seen, like, how PC Gamer is doing reviews, where they actually embed their actual game footage into their reviews so that you see animating, like, GIFs that are, like, souped up.
That sounds like hell!
It's cool, though. I like it. Yeah, it's almost, I don't know how you're gonna feel about it, but there's an element of Death Howl, but because of the whole tactics thing, Gino, where it feels like the encounters, because they are the same in every zone, it feels like there's a into the breach element of once you figure out the puzzle, you're set.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just, I worry about the grind.
I should have quick slashed first.
Because trust me, in failing a couple of times, when I found out what the gimmick was, the grind got really easy.
Huh. Kind of annoying. Okay, my defensive swing and kill this thing. Kill you.
So how's Sonic going? Wait, are you playing Sonic actually?
Yeah.
Raiden?
Yeah, I'm playing Sonic.
Oh, you're actually playing Sonic. You're not cock teasing me.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Blue balling you. Penis. Penis. Gonna get demonetized now.
Don't do that to me. This isn't even your stream.
This is my stream over here.
Oh. Ah, what the hell? It birded. The birds squawked.
プレイするステージを選ぶんだ。ストーリーを選んでくれ。施設内第3ゲート正面からの侵入者を確認。敵は現在ノースエリア本部を地下室に向かって進行中。現時刻より対中の各位に緊急停戦を要請する。 現場確認は通常の対応でこれを迎撃。敵の秘密エリア侵入を阻止せよ。これは訓練ではない。繰り返す。これは訓練ではない。
口ほどにもないわい。それでは見せてもらおうか。わしのじいさんが作ったという軍の最高機密兵器とやらをな。
It's time for Dr. Eggman.
So when exactly was it? Was Adventure where they switched from Robotnik to Eggman? But
Yeah,
it was an insult.
they called him both.
Okay.
And I believe his
I always
canonical
forget.
name is still Dr. Robotnik. They just call him Eggman because it's me.
Oh, so losing is a part of the learning process, huh, Gino?
I would say it's more that you just don't have good cards to start.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That starting deck kind of zaps.
Oh, you start with less starting HP.
So anyways, Braden, I don't know if I explained this to you when you were streaming and getting insulted for playing like a girl.
That was the first time someone has, in a while, that someone has come into my stream and been like, why are you so bad at this video game?
What happened?
Yeah, he got a
last night
drive-by
when I was
troll.
playing Warcraft 3, someone in my set, like, very much like old style, like, guy being like, wow, dude, you're bad at this game. Bad at this game.
Huh.
And then said, even a woman would play better than you, and then we banned them.
Oh.
Huh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no,
genre
those people
worked.
still exist. And, you know, it makes sense that, like, the Warcraft 3 connection would probably be the thing.
Okay. So, Braden,
Yeah.
we have breaking news about your
Yeah. What is the breaking news?
the Utah Hockey Clubs.
Is that what they're going for?
No, we've got the finalists.
Okay.
The Utah Hockey Club can be called the Utah Hockey Clubs. The Utah Hockey Club with the mascot being a Yeti.
But they can't use Yeti because it's trademarked.
Yeah. They can be called the Utah Mammoths, and it is an actual mammoth. Or the surprise dark horse that came out of nowhere because it was placed in the 5th. The Utah Outlaws, and it is a bandit.
You know what? That's still better than the Utah Wasatch.
What'd you call me?
The Wasatch Front is the mountain range.
Oh.
Dr. Eggman 様の力、お前知っ
I
たか
still say it should be.
Actually, the mammoth logo is sick.
I like it when graphic designers have fun.
Oh, this thing's a spirit traveler.
これが軍の最高機密兵器。意外に小さいな。ユーザーデータを登録後、パスワードを入力。パスワードはマリアと。最後にカオスエメラルドをセットか。
Oh, your family's tied to this world. Press T to totem. Oh, okay. Bracelet, so
お前はソ
card
ニ
on
ック
turn 1, extra
己
damage
こ
on
の
turn,
わしを
first
騙
attack,
しおったか
extra armor on turn.
いや違
Let's do it.
うお前はまさか
僕の名はシャドウ。僕を目覚めさせてくれたお礼にあなた
The
の
ancient
願い
spirits.
叶えて差し上げましょ
Sick.
こんな時
This
に
game seems cool.
う。我が力
I think I'm gonna stand by my
Talk to Goran.
stance that I want to play this when it's out, not early access.
こちら
So
スコーピオン正
I
体
think
ホ
I'm
ットショッ
sending you a
ト
raid.
機密エリアより危険分子の覚醒を確認強制排除に移る
了解
I'm happy to say that Zillion is complete.
What's next?
Yeah.
Let's see. Find out tomorrow.
Howard, give us a hint now. Can you give us a hint in the form of a rhyme and or puzzle?
Cards.
Okay.
Damn, he got us
Or it's
there.
gonna be solitaire. It's gonna be solitaire. I stand by my core belief that I think that the sorry, it was. I think that the most hardcore card game is actually pre-sell. That is the card game.
You didn't raid on your raid.
こちらスコーピオン正体ホットショット想像以上の戦闘能力です大好き
Did
応
you
援
use my favorite raid, which is low irritant fast kill? It's the blue
Yeah.
can. It's the blue can. You gotta get the blue can.
As a low irritant fast kill.
強い
Is there another? Is there like slow kill if you're a sociopath and
非
want
力な
to
人間ども
suffer?
Isn't that like using cinnamon or something?
あのガードロボットをやすやすとお前が本当に軍の最高機密兵器シャドウなのかそのお前がわしの願いを叶えるとはどういう意味じゃ
カオスエメラルドと共に
待てシャドウ
スペースコロニーアークへ中央制御室でお待ちしています
Oh man, he's so cool in Japanese. Anyway, now we get this again.
いい加減諦めなさいよしつっこい男ね
人んちのもん盗み出しといて何言ってやがるいいかそのマスターエメラルドにはカオスエメラルドの暴走を止めるという重要な役目があって
You didn't notice the color of my eyes either.
そりゃお前のことだろ
True.
エメラルドの反応があるので来てみれば
Anyway, yeah, I would vote for Mammoth.
お前はドクターエッグマン
It's a cool design.
まあ何かの足しにはなるじゃろうこれはいただいていくぞさらばじゃ
In Danganronpa 2 and 3, is it the same Protag-kun?
No,
No.
no,
It's
it is.
a
it
different
is
cast
a
every time.
different cast every time.
ちょっとあ
Are
ん
they
た
always awful?
No.
No.
I would say the cast in two are.
Hajime is less of a fucking.
あのまま取られるよりマシだろうが
I even think that the elitist
まあいいわよ
school king, school president is better in two than
Yeah,
in one.
but yeah, Hajime is less of a complete doormat compared to Naoto.
世界中の宝石はみんな私のものよ
Is the
相当
school
だ
president in
大盛り
2?
女
He's
No, it's a
the-
different school president.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, it's a different school president, and there's a payoff this time with their version.
and also you get to meet Nagito, who all of the fangirls love.
画面下のレーダーと探索からもらうヒントで
You can say Fujoshi.
What's a Nagito?
He's an anime shit boy. And also, spoiler, spoiler, spoiler.
Oh, you're not gonna know those spoilers. That's
Yeah. Don't worry. You'll get to learn a lot.
Is it still Ultimates again?
Yeah, no, that's the gimmick. But now they're different Ultimates.
I see by looking at the list of characters that Byakuya is back.
Yeah.
He's fat now?
Yep, it's definitely Byakuya.
Yeah. Let's not spoil everything.
Yeah.
There's a payoff, Gino.
There's a payoff. Whether or not you like it will be something only between you and God.
Yeah. It's between you and God.
Which one's the one that people like?
I mean, I like 2 a lot more than 1, and I think...
No, I mean, which character were you saying?
Oh, a shipboy that people
Nagito.
like.
Nagito's the one that the girls like.
Yeah, and Nagito, it looks very similar to a character from My Hero Academia. It's almost as if that My Hero Academia character may have been based off. Who's to say?
Yeah, who's to say?
Junko gets better. Kind of. I like Suichi.
And then, yeah, you know...
She's dead.
Yeah, she's dead. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's whatever. I mean...
Are you guys... Wait, did you guys pick Danganronpa 2?
No, I'm not gonna play it.
Okay.
Unless someone makes me.
I was
Okay,
gonna say,
well... I know what my God-given mission is now.
I mean, the Danganronpa 1 was fine.
Yeah, but what if the minigames were more inane?
Or inane in that I would have to pay less attention to them, or...
More inane in that you still have to pay exactly as much attention, but they're more involved without being better.
I don't want that. Why would anyone want that?
Because Spike Chunsoft hates you.
That's clear.
And also, their next game
is gonna be a tactics version of this.
And also about baseball?
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
And it's the Zero Escape and Danganronpa guy teaming up together?
Be back in a sec. It sounds nightmarish.
Listen, Kotaro Uchikoshi... Sometimes he writes really good stuff, and sometimes he writes me looking up the twist in Virtue's Last Reward and going, wait, really?
奴らもあのピラミッドにわしの基地があろうとは気づくまい。軍のゴミどもを勝たして基地に戻るか。よし。
Anyway, Sonic Adventure 2. I've switched to the PC version because the Dreamcast version didn't bother to keep my save. And thankfully, I had already almost beaten the hero story on PC.
So as I was saying, Raiden, yeah, there's absolutely a frame rate CPU thing.
Yeah, no, I had to go into the NVIDIA thing and cap the frame rate.
Okay, yeah.
I had to cap the frame rate at 60.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Yosh. Yosh.
Back.
Hello, Gino.
that Pinguino Grieco.
I had to
How
switch
Ghostlight?
to the PC version because the Dreamcast version didn't bother to keep my save. And thankfully, I still had our save from when we did that stream a couple of years ago.
Yep.
So I was already almost done with the hero story. So I just finished those last 3 levels again, which is not hard. And it turns out, Sonic Adventure 2 is a lot easier to deal with on a controller that is not the fucking Dreamcast controller.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still this game, but
That's a shame.
You know, it could be worse. I do have some words to say with Jeff Rude about the quality of that third-party Dreamcast memory card that is currently shoved into slot 2 of the UMD. But, yeah,
Steer
so...
you wrong on what memory card to get?
No, it turns out that, like, actually the biggest, hang-up for, Dreamcast stuff is memory card space. Because the UMD, instead of having, you know, memory card functionality like a normal console, because of all the stupid extra shit in the UMD, it doesn't actually have that much storage space. So, and you know, there are third-party solutions. There are, because of course people have made UMD, like super duper UMDs.
But instead,
Anyway.
So have y'all thought of anything that you're going to do for the community endurance run this year?
Turn on the game a little bit. Let's see. I mean, there's always Redfall. I was threatening that for a while. I could probably get people to play Redfall with me. Oh, I was also threatening at one point to, put the rest of the Sonic games up, for the rest of the year for donation incentives. Because people will definitely have money to donate to charity, in a couple months after the economy crashes.
I'm sure that tax deductibility of charitable donations will continue.
Well, yeah, as long as those tax, yeah, sure, actually. But yeah, so, let's see, what else could I do? I guess that is in 2 months.
Yeah, I've got, I am definitely going to be doing some Ring Fit with goofy incentives.
Yeah, what if Redfall comes to the PS5? Exactly. That's the game Microsoft will port over.
I'm also contemplating trying to design some sort of Silent Hill escape room.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know someone who might be able to help you with that.
I do too.
臨時ニュースを
I'm also aware of such a
つい
person.
先ほど連邦政府首都にある
Who
政府銀行が
Who can help you design a Silent Hill escape room?
I don't know. Do we know anyone who's like a notable Silent Hill fangirl?
Who also maybe worked down escape rooms?
Yeah.
犯人は数々の事件から世界を救った英
Okay,
雄
fine.
ソニック・ザ・ヘッジホックではないかと推
Oh man, Sonic the Hedgehog robbed a bank.
軍のガードロボットを次々と破壊し
This black hedgehog who looks nothing like Sonic did crimes.
Beware. Look forward. Jess is on this week for mouthwashing.
Yeah.
She might be on the next show as well.
What's your next game?
The Beginner's Guide.
Oh, okay, sure.
Suggested.
Oh God. Creepy doll.
I hate how she looks.
Guys, it's Mithrigan. Oh, she says adios in Japanese. She says, instead of saying sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog, he says... She says adios, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Great.
God, I love video games.
Oh, look, it's
Anyway.
Radical Highway.
Radical Highway, motherfuckers. There's a reason why this is the last level in Shadow Generations.
Is it a good level or just an iconic one?
I mean, are any of the levels in this game truly good?
As good as the levels in this game can be.
Yes. I mean, the Sonic Shadow levels are, yeah.
The reason you play this game.
The reason to play this game, and even then you have to deal with, you know, the camera.
This fucking game.
Yeah, and then you have to deal with the game.
This is a shame.
What if Downpour?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'd play Silent Hill Downpour for the children.
See, Lionheart, I have access to Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have the HD collection.
The one for PS3 that's broken?
No, the one for 360 that is back compat and also was patched less than the PS3 version.
See, I've got original 2. I have 2 for the Xbox. I have 2 remake for PS5.
Yeah.
I've got 3, like PS2 version of Silent Hill 3. PS2 version of Silent Hill 4, The Room. And then the PS3 version of... Man, what is that Silent Hill?
Homecoming, probably.
Homecoming. I have Homecoming.
Homecoming's a clown game.
It is. I also have Origins on the PSP, which probably will not factor in.
Yeah.
So, like, the collection was just 2 and 3, right? Or was it also 4?
No, it's 2 and 3. I do own 4 on GOG, because they put that on GOG for some reason.
Wait, which one's on GOG?
4. Because 4 has had a PC port. And my guess is that Konami probably wants to do something more with 2 and 3. Whereas 4 is disliked enough that they'll be like, yeah, GOG, you can shove out the PC ports and, you know, make it work on a modern OS. We don't care.
Yeah, Silent Hill... I'm still an apologist for parts of Silent Hill 4.
Yeah, and then you get to the back half of that game, and...
It's awful.
Yeah, once you get out of the room, it's awful. Could I
Not
just...
even that. I think the beginning part where you're in the room and out of the room is fine.
When the room becomes evil...
Yes. It's
fuck
awful.
that shit. When you can't heal in the room anymore, fuck all of that.
That is the bad part. Once the room no longer heals you.
Now, I have a controversial take with Silent Hill. I don't like 3.
Okay, I've never played 3.
I have not played 3.
Silent Hill 3 is like the Doyen example of they didn't know
even
how to
Team
do the
Silent.
story. And when they tried to explain everything in the Silent Hill universe, it becomes so unmistakably dumb that it's like, I hate this.
It
I
is a
hate all of it.
franchise. It is a franchise held up entirely by one game.
One and two are great. Like, 1 was made perfect sense at the time, and I think that the plot twist in 1 set the stage for eventually what was to come. I like 1.
Okay, 2 games.
I know that Gino recently invited a certain guest that I don't think has been announced, but my favorite Sam Barlow game is probably Shattered Memories. Silent Hill Shattered Memories is actually good. I'm sorry. I like that game. The weird, like, psychological warfare that it does against you while you're playing is kind of cool.
See, my, I guess, lukewarm take is that Silent Hill Origins is just fine.
Shattered Memories is neat once, and then you see the strings behind it, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, but it being fun, it being good once is a bigger accomplishment than most games.
I mean, you were never good once.
No, neither were you.
It's true. I'm bad at Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
Also,
said that commentator.
I'm sorry, it's still bugging me.
That person existed.
Yeah, no, it's like, my dude, I'm playing the campaign. Fuck off. I'm not even playing.
I think that the more distressing thing is, like, what year do we live in where saying you play like a girl is the actual fucking response to someone that you think is not playing well? Like, fuck right off.
Wait, what happened?
Braden, he was playing
when Relkin
Warcraft
and I were
3.
doing the Warcraft stream last night.
Oh, somebody got in and shit talked you?
Someone got in and was like, "Why are you so bad at video games? You play like a girl." No, like literally. And it's like,
I mean,
what year is it?
Your insult comes from the 90s. Please take it back.
Anyway,
Okay,
it's time for more of this bullshit. Hey, remember the Knuckles version of this level where, well, guess what? The Rouge one's not very good either.
No, the Rouge is maybe... Is Rouge the worst character in this game?
I mean...
Or the least fun?
I don't know. Playing as Eggman or Tails kind of sucks.
Yeah, but those levels are trivial.
Yeah, Eggman's levels are short, at the very least, and I think by the time you've finished all of those levels that are like that with Tails, you kind of get into a groove. Whereas Rouge the Bat's levels are, like, long and bad.
That's true. I mean, the Knuckles and Rouge both.
Yeah.
By the time you get to Rouges, though, you're tired of the shtick.
Yeah. Well, assuming you went Heroes first.
Yeah.
If you roll with the villains, then Knuckles will probably be the character you like the least. She animates so poorly.
She's got weird boob jiggle.
Her legs, like, she's at full speed.
Listen, at least Knuckles has that excellent hip hop soundtrack for you to listen to.
Whereas Rouge's is like jazz, light jazz.
Can't really hear it. You don't have to turn it up.
I can turn it up if you'd like.
No, you don't. You don't. I will turn up my stream.
I can live and learn. I just turned it down a little bit because it was starting to get a little.
That's fine. You can leave it. You can leave it there.
Hello, Mika.
Hello, Mika. Welcome to Sonic Adventure 2, the sequel to Sonic Adventure. Did you know they made a second Sonic Adventure game?
Purpose.
On purpose. Yeah. I'll say that playing this game in Japanese is definitely is good. I think it's a general positive.
I personally would have stopped at Sonic Adventure 1.
Yeah, but here's the thing, I did it for the children.
No, I mean the company. You're doing fine.
Here's the thing I will say about Sonic Adventure 1, having played that game on original hardware, is Sonic Adventure 1 makes perfect sense in 98, 99. And when you consider like the ways it is trying to experiment and work around 3D 3D movement and different gameplay styles in 3D. Sonic Adventure 2, by the time Sonic Adventure 2 comes out, they're like, alright, we're gonna stick with what works.
When it didn't work.
And, you know, even by 2001 standards, this game's camera is an atrocity. It's less atrocious in this HD version.
Well, you have a second analog stick.
Yeah.
What makes more sense, Sonic Adventure 2 or Shenmue 2? Oof. So Shenmue 2 is weird because it was a Xbox exclusive. So in that regard of like Microsoft's play at the start of their first console was trying to get as many Sega perverts to migrate to their console. It made kind of perfect sense in that regard. But it's a weird one, definitely. Nonetheless.
I like that Japanese Eggman uses washi for his pronouns.
It's very good.
Because he's an evil mad scientist. Of course he would use washi. Because it's presumptive.
What's up, RPG Maker VX Ace?
Okay.
It's free right now. On Steam.
I could make shitty RPG Maker pornography now.
Good.
I just need someone who could draw pornography.
Okay. What if we did together?
No.
What if we made our own porn game? That's how we would get more people into deep listens.
Hello, Toti2448. Hello, and welcome to our Sonic Adventure 2 stream. I'm playing Sonic Adventure 2 because I did a... what song is better, Snowhalation or Find Your Flame?
Snowhalation.
Snowhalation. Next question.
I don't know what either of those
They're
are.
both meme
Sonic
songs.
Okay.
They're both Idol Master meme songs.
Okay.
Snowhalation, next question.
But it's Snowhalation. I've listened to enough Silva Gunner to tell you my favorite rendition of Snowhalation from that individual. But no, yeah, so I when I did Extra Life last year, I made the mistake of making a donation incentive for me to play every single multiple Sonic Adventure games, multiple Sonic games.
I fucking hate the fact that you can say the words last year and it's technically true.
Yeah, welcome to the future.
Yeah. Like, what's wrong with that? Last
I don't
year was
like
2024.
the fact that I'm getting older and dying. That part.
Well, maybe if you ate better, you would live longer.
no meat Monday. Thank you very much. Next
Just
question.
because you're not eating meat doesn't mean you're eating healthy.
Oh, it's Big the Cat! Guys, it's Big the Cat!
What are you doing here, Big the Cat?
That was Big the Cat hiding!
Hopefully he's still here when the space station explodes, so we don't have to see him again.
Big the Cat has made multiple appearances after the adventure games, right?
Yeah, he was in Sonic Heroes.
He was in Sonic Heroes.
Which is what we're going to play in March.
I'm gonna pray for you.
And here's the actual thing: is that's going to be the bad time. Like,
I'm gonna genuinely pray
the rest of this clown show, whatever.
Shadow the Hedgehog is not going to be the bad time?
No,
He's
because I already played
it
Shadow the
and finished
Hedgehog in last year, so I don't need to. I'm not doing that again.
But if you were doing it again, would it be better or worse than Sonic Heroes?
Oh, Sonic Heroes is worse.
I would rather play Shadow the Hedgehog than Sonic Heroes. That's
true.
That's how much I don't like. That's how much I'm afraid of Sonic Heroes.
Hey,
Anyway.
at least it's all Sonic levels.
Yeah.
Virtually.
Yeah.
Technically.
I get to do all of them 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
And the Team Chaotix levels are terrible.
I'm gonna
say goodnight, y'all.
Sleep well, my sweet prince.
Enjoy your Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonicking all
I'm having
over the
fun
place.
playing Sonic the Hedgehog, he said.
Sonic.
And then you learn in Shadow the Hedgehog that the reason Professor Gerald created the Eclipse Cannon was to fight against the Black Doom aliens.
I was saying you still sound like you're enjoying this more than you're letting on.
Oh, have I told my nephews about the old memes? No, my nephews don't even... They don't even listen to me when I talk about current things. They're just like, where's my Roblox? I don't know. They don't. Thank God none of them know about Roblox yet.
They're eventually going to ask you why you don't play real video games, like Roblox and Fortnite.
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. Omoshiroi.
果たしてそんなにうまくいくかしら
She's hanging from the ceiling like a bat!
ねえ、私と取引しない？
取引じゃと？
あんた、あのでかいエメラルド盗もうとした時言ったよね。エメラルドの反応がどうのって。あんたのそのレーダー、私に貸してくれないかしら。
それでわしらに何の得があるというんじゃ。
他のカオスエメラルドにも心当たりあるの。こう見えても私、宝石専門のトレジャーハンターなんでね。
よかろう。
じゃあ取引成立ね。私の名前はルージュ・ザ・バット。ルージュでいいわ。
Alright, time for...
まさか今一度この島に戻ろうとはな。しかし軍の基地にカオスエメラルドが保管してあるという貴様の情報、確かなんじゃろうな。
まあ信じる信じないは自由ですけど。
まあよいわい。作戦の説明を始めるぞ。まずはわしが先頭に立ち軍の奴らをか乱しつつ貴様らを基地内部まで誘導する。シャドウはそこから分かれて軍の兵器庫にこれを仕掛けてくるのじゃ。奴らの追撃は厄介ゆえ島ごと爆破してこれをかわす。貴様には 軍の保管庫からカオスエメラルドを盗み出してもらう。トレジャーハンターの
Sorry, now I'm just thinking about
見せてもらうぞ。
all of the shitpost versions of Snowhalation.
制限時間は30分。2度目はないぞ。
Are you an expert?
There was a while where I was very into Silva Gunner. And I think some of those renditions are tremendous. Especially the ones that involve Granddad. Yeah, no, it turns out I still like Sonic Adventure 2 a lot more than 1.
Still do, huh?
Yeah, no, I still have a fondness for this game. And I'm not afraid to admit it.
Why would you be afraid to admit it?
Because sometimes people get weird when you talk about liking Sonic things.
What happens when you say you like Warcraft?
Apparently, no, it's apparently just... See, I just assume that the toxicity with Warcraft is because of,
Blizzard?
Is because of the latent Dota community. And also, in general, RTS, like, competitive RTS people are a nightmare.
Noted, toxic community, Dota. And I'm not even being sarcastic there. It's like, Dota is the worst.
Not as bad as League.
No, not at all. Which is why this whole gimmick of GG getting people into fucking.
Well, she had to put subscriber-only chat for her League stream because she's like, I know what happens when you stream League. And if Gigi Marin, a woman who is making it her life mission to find out everyone else's buttons to push them, is like, I'm not gonna do that. She's on Twitter asking people for the sound clip of Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame as Callie going, I love League of Legends. Am I a Gerstmann? No.
Not yet.
Because the thing about Gerstmann is, apparently he's been playing a lot of Infinity Nikki because of his kids. Which I think is delightful.
Isn't that one vaguely corny or
no Infinity
no,
you're thinking of Nikkei.
It's just a very
no
it's just a gotcha.
Yeah, Infinity Nikki is a game about doing cozy fashion stuff, and also the lead on that game was one of the leads on Breath of the Wild.
Oh, okay.
So imagine Breath of the Wild, but it's cozy fashion and farming. And also, it's a free-to-play game.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like all of those gacha games are ecchi adjacent.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I mean, it's a dress-up game.
Yeah, but Infinity Nikki is a fun dress-up game for all ages.
Okay.
At least I'm getting A ranks. You know, for when I have to get all of the emblems.
よし、シャドウ、ルージュ、こっから先は作戦通り。
いやー、ソニック会いたかった。無事だったのね。ソニックじゃない。
I gotta wonder if all these people are just like colorblind.
Sonic Janai. Yeah, and then get all 180 emblems and then play the absolute shit tier version of the Green Hill Zone. Yeah. I know, yeah, that because it was, 10th anniversary, so if you do get all 180 emblems, you get to do the Green Hill Zone. Can you play as Amy in this game? Only in multiplayer. Hey, Chris. You want to do a Steam play together, local multiplayer?
No, I'm good. No. I'm good.
You don't want to.
I'm good.
You don't want to play competitive multiplayer?
Isn't it not even like a good mode? It's not even like a. I've never.
Has that
been able
stopped
to
you
play.
before, Mr. Mario Party?
All you two play is garbage, so I can't imagine that stopping you.
Anyway, this map, this level, you have a 5-minute hard time limit. It's a real fucker.
Yeah.
This might actually be the hardest level in the game. At least according to Child Me.
I mean, it's not an easy one.
It's yet another one of those times where I'm like, I know I played this game and finished it several times as a kid. I don't remember this.
Oh, there it is. You ever be the military and just have your Chaos Emerald just be floating in the middle of the sky?
Can't say that I have. When I have emeralds, I usually keep them safe, not away from space.
And you know, I do. Chris, you answered the Star Trek question.
Oh, okay. What's the Star Trek?
Is Ponfar when the Vulcan get horny?
Oh, yes.
Wait, the Vulcans have like a horny season?
Yeah, because the Vulcans,
basically.
they're all emotionally repressed.
So it's every 7 years.
So, like, is this like a natural thing, or do they just like decide that every 7 years they allow themselves to start fucking?
Let's say the refractory period for Vulcans is 7 years.
Okay.
So you gotta make your.
I can see how that would be useful for a society that wants everyone to not feel any emotions.
Well, the other thing is maybe you remember First Contact, the movie, but you remember when our human guy, our representative, goes up to the Vulcans and shakes their hands. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?" Touching and shaking a person's hand is a proposition for sex in Vulcan culture.
Sure.
Sounds like a joke Star Trek would make.
Yep. But the movie doesn't address that because it's a scene for, you know, the average normies. I like that movie. First Contact's good.
It's fine.
It's not a great movie.
I'm gonna bet the creators just forgot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, again, it's a movie for the general audience, not Star Trek fans. I mean, Star Trek hasn't even been for Star Trek fans since, like, the demise of Enterprise.
I mean, arguably even then.
Listen, a lot of Enterprise makes sense when you consider 9/11. Anyway, there's the last emerald.
We have a minute to figure out how to get to it.
Oh, hey, media was influenced by the events of 9/11?
Oh boy, was it.
Let's talk about 24.
Let me tell you about Cleopatra 2525. The perfect example of what we lost when 9/11 happened. Did you know that you could have 2 seasons of television based entirely around
person's soft-coded fetish?
Vaguely, moderately hot women running around in skimpy for TV outfits. Anyway, hey, remember those fights from before? What if we did it, but now you have to be the glide lady?
Alright, I'm listening.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her walk cycle's something. It's specifically the way she shimmies that I think gets me. Masaka. Is this a Canadian sci-fi TV series? No, it's the thing Sam Raimi produced after Xena was done. Oh god. Yeah, and there was also Jack of All Trades, starring Bruce Campbell, which was the show that aired directly before Cleopatra 2525. Excuse me.
In the year 25,
In the year 2525, these women have the will to survive. Oh yeah, Xena was Sam Raimi's thing before, like, back when he was still making schlocky horror stuff.
That was funding a lot of his shit.
He produced a lot of TV shows too.
Yeah.
Like Hercules: The Legendary Adventures and Xena Warrior
We
Princess.
don't talk about Xena. We absolutely talk about.
Listen, we talk about how Lucy Lawless in wearing a leather bikini
was way more popular than
Kevin Sorbo. Who could have foreseen this?
Speaking of, like, you know, that style of fantasy, did you see that Shuhei Yoshida did an interview and explained why they pulled the plug on Michelle Ansell's Wild?
Oh, is that the Min-Max?
Yeah, he was on Min-Max, and he's like, so we were going over, like, some of the games that you introduced from your conferences. What happened to Wild? And he's like, yeah, they had a bunch of really good ideas, and they never quite put it all together. They kept giving us ideas over and over again. It's like, hey, how's the progress? It's like, well, here's something that we're thinking about. And it's like,
that sounds a lot like Michelle Ansell and the general state of Ubisoft's weird pet
The other thing
projects.
is that the pitch to them was, So we're gonna have an open world. It's like, okay, Ubisoft open world, we're down with that. It's gonna be the size of Europe. And it's like, fucking what? And then
even Daggerfall isn't the size of Europe, you crazy.
That was when the red flags went off. It's like, they've only given us ideas. Now they're saying that the size of the world is Europe. Maybe we need to...
Okay,
no.
but what if Ubisoft, for years, at this point, more than a decade, spends a lot of time using Beyond Good and Evil 2 as a weird, like, hole for all of their bad tech ideas. Alright, where's the fucking...
You just bumped open a hole. Like when you broke that box.
Right, here we go.
What is this? Oh.
We got the Lightspeed dash. But yeah, if you like,
You're not surprised to hear that Michel Ancel was all ideas, no execution?
You're telling me that the guy who... Oh, there was Big the Cat again. If you're telling me that perhaps there was a certain privileged class of developer at Ubisoft who was allowed to just keep prototyping bullshit forever because he was friends with Yves Guillemot until the French press finally got their hands on him and talked about how much of a toxic asshole he was. And then
like that was the other thing is like Yves was not... He was basically forced out, or is he forced into retirement?
Michel Ancel was basically forced out because of that story. And so then he went off to manage a wildlife reserve or something. I'll show you, fake. Oh, Big the Cat's underneath that grate!
Does he only appear in Dark Side levels?
Battle. No, Big only appears in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. All of those dumb cameos were added later.
Oh.
Shadow! 何をしておる! 早くせんと貴様も島ごと吹き飛んでしまうぞ! なんだって?
なんだって?
Eggman Bomb, okay.
Chaos Control!
Shadow はあの星が好きなんだね。
プロフェッサーは自分の研究をあそこにいる人間のためだって言ってる。科学の力でみんなを幸せにする。それが自分の生きがいだって。
シャドウ。
マリア、僕には見つからない。僕が生まれた理由。僕は何のために生まれ、何をすればいいのか。いつかあの星に行けばそれが見つかるんだろうか。
Yeah.
マリア。
何黄昏れてんのよ。正直意外だったわ。まさかあんたが助けに来てくれるとはね。でも
So you're having fun.
I'm having an alright time.
便利よね。
別にお前を助けたかったわけじゃない。カオスエメラルドのためだ。
あらら、素直じゃないわね。
準備ができたぞ。
大丈夫なの？ カオスエメラルドは全部合わせてもまだ6つしかないんじゃない？
デモンストレーションをする分には問題ない。さあ、パーティーを始めよう。
I am smart, I am wise, I am great, I am genius, I am emperor.
I mean, this all checks out.
Yeah.
Was anybody getting human faces right around this time?
No,
yeah,
not
have
really.
you seen Onimusha?
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, you have to do extreme motion capture
Yeah.
with the old school ping pong ball stuff. But that required a level of commitment
Metal
to the
Gear
actual
Solid
technology.
2.
Sure.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, yes.
1, absolutely not. But 2, sure.
I mean, 1
was a
works.
PS1 game.
Yeah, like the stylized look of 1 actually works in that game's favor.
Sure.
Whereas 2 still, those faces still look pretty fucking good.
It's just a matter of like, yeah, you had to fully commit to researching your own tech from scratch, literally.
いやーでもすごいわね。地上の様子調べてみたけど、そりゃもう大騒ぎよ。
And for results that were a step above the rest, but you know,
今のままでは
you
キャ
get
ノンの充
away
填に
with
時
some
間がかかり
serviceable
すぎる。
stuff.
実用兵器としての性能
No
を期
one
待
was
する
gonna
には
mind that
7つの
much.
カオスエメラルドは絶対に必要だ。
今までどこをほっつき歩いとったんじゃ。
なんかあったの？
政府との交渉が失敗したのさ。
やだやだ。中年男のヒステリーなんて最悪。
貴様自分の役目を忘れたわけではあるまいな。カオスエメラルドの情報はどうしたんじゃい。
はーい、見つけてきました。
なぜそれを早く言わん。何々。ミサイル落下事件の恐怖からステーションスクエアを救った町の英雄テイルスことマイルス・パウアー君に警視総監賞。町からは感謝の印として巨大な宝石カオスエメラルドが贈られた。とにかくそうと分かれば。
Yeah, FF10.
早速地上に降りて
Again,
infinite money.
Infinite money was
which
the
Sega
solution.
did not have in 2001.
And they eventually had it when they put the money into
actually,
Shenmue.
wait, no, Shenmue has great faces.
Yeah, like I said,
they don't
Shenmue.
animate, but
again, the solution is infinite money,
which Square did have in 2001 until they very much did not. Oh, right. I forgot there was a driving level. Kya? Yeah. So, there are plenty of examples of video games what have good-looking people faces. The people faces in this game looking like horrific Muppets and animatronics. That's just Sega not having money or not caring. Yep, yeah, it sure is. You're right. This car is definitely shaped a certain way, and now I can't unsee it. Thank you.
So, can we, real quick, can we mention the thing about Tomino that I recently shared on the Discord?
Yes, Yoshiyuki Tomino went to an all-girls school to talk about how, listen, you fuckers are gonna understand Reconquista in G in like 20 years. And also, still...
I'm dying. I need you to pick up the torch,
I need you guys to fight fascism. I made Gundam. And I'm going to keep making Gundam until I fucking die.
Also, I'm gonna say all this dark shit to this all-girls school.
Yeah.
God, he's a national treasure. I'm gonna be so sad when he dies.
Like, he is... People talk a lot about, you know, how Anno is like a weird neurotic, right? And how you get a lot of,
You get a little weirdness, yeah.
Yeah, you get a little bit of the weirdness. But Tomino is also incredibly...
He's the opposite side of the spectrum, despite having the same...
Despite also
like,
clearly
quirk.
being maybe a little neurodivergent.
But he's like, you fucking youngs, I don't give a shit. You're gonna do it my
Stupid, dumbass
way.
kids, let me tell you about fucking war. It's bad.
I lived through World War II as a child, and you're gonna hear about it.
Also, Camille is a boy's name.
I didn't care that
That's
they
going
wanted
to be the
lesbians
character's
in
defining
my Gundam,
trait.
as long as they put the anti-war shit in there. They can put that in there, I don't care.
The opening of Gundam ZZ literally says Anime Janai Honto ni. It's like, this is an anime, this is real life. And then it's the weirdest Gundam series of that time. And then, you know... And then we get to 90s Gundam. Which is also very weird. Because when you think about the two most popular Gundam series of the 90s, it's the ones that weren't Universal Century.
Right, what are they? Is it G Gundam and then what else?
It's G Gundam and Seed.
I thought Seed was like 2000.
Or not
like,
Seed, G Gundam and Wing.
Yeah, you get the angel design
Yeah.
Gundams, which I was never a huge fan of, even as a kid. I thought they were a little too, like, over the top. And that's really when people talk about how Gundam, as the anime Gundam, is just a bunch of soap opera shit. Like, Wing Gundam is when that shit gets really over the top. It's like, oh no, you saw your friend die because Tomino wanted to kill everyone in the cast to send a message to his audience, and now you've got depression, and you're going to be depressed for 5 episodes.
Does everyone die by the time of Endless
Oh,
Waltz? Or...
God, Jesus.
I haven't.
So
I don't remember.
Tomino's reputation, even among the people who couldn't tell him no, was Mr. Kill 'Em All. Because he would literally say, yeah, I got this lore Bible. You asked for a lore Bible. Here's the story for this character. Oh, he's going to die in the same episode I introduce him. Fuck it. War.
Also, you think you can make this show about pretty boy child soldiers and I just get away with it?
What if I murder them all?
They all need to die.
And again, the whole point is that no one told Tomino no.
Because he was the
he
guy.
made Gundam.
And also he's fine with he's fine with the merchandising. He's like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, sell these Gunplas. He's a tremendous individual. And I mean that in many contexts. And it's going to be a real shame when he dies. Like, genuinely.
Also by selling, I'm pretty sure he figured out that by selling all that merchandise, he was able to keep his stuff alive, which allows him to keep sending his message.
Yeah, and keep making weird stories. Yeah. And then you have, like, Turn A Gundam, which is very much about, like, hey, have you considered that actually maybe adding more giant robots isn't going to get rid of war? Maybe perhaps we are perpetuating... Maybe we're perpetuating the system that we fight against. Also, by the way, the main Gundam has a nuke in it, and that's the
Yosh.
that's the MacGuffin.
Yep.
少々遊びすぎたか。
I think he said there's no time for games.
There's always time for
Also,
games.
I want to point out that the Tails in that model appears to be the old Tails model because he's more orangey. I don't know. That seems like a mistake on their end. Anyway, thank God the dark story is a lot shorter than the hero story, despite only having 2 fewer levels.
やったで行こうエミ
このコソ泥ネズミども生きてこう出られると思うなよ
戻ってきてやがったのか
ソニック
なーに軽く遊んでやるさ
今日こそは貴様の命とカオスエメラルドいただかせてもらういでい我がしもべよな
I am the Eggman. Oh God, he doesn't have eyes! And now I have to fight the Egg Golem, the Golem. This is actually like a fun little reuse of a boss fight. Because this game doesn't reuse that many boss fights outside of, like, you know, the rival fights. Okay, that's not true at all.
That this is fun, or that this doesn't reuse boss fights?
That this doesn't reuse boss fights. This reuses a lot of boss fights. You know, sometimes you just need to say words, and sometimes the words you say aren't necessarily true.
No, I understand. When you say something, you're like, wait a minute, that was dumb.
That's not what I meant to say. That's not
true at all.
I only say truth. People should only listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
We did it.
Yay.
Yosh!
Yosh! Alright, only 3 levels left.
Hi, Doctor. 調子はどう？
Alright, time for the worst of the treasure hunt levels.
わかったわ。
I thought you already done that one.
No, because now it's
Unlimited.
Rouge's one.
準備をしておくから
I thought you did Rouge's time limited one earlier.
Yeah, but this one's also bad.
I mean, they're all bad.
They're all bad.
お仕事お仕事
仕事仕事。
マリアットマリアどっかで聞いたな。まあいっか。
They're bringing back Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
あった。究極の生命体開発計画。プロジェクト
Have we
シャドウ。
have we seen characters that are the same species as Rouge?
どういうこと？
No.
I mean, most characters in this game are single species characters.
マスターエメラルドの残りもいただきだわ。
Not humans.
I said most, I didn't say all.
All the echidnas died.
Isn't that the thing? Is that the echidnas
Oh,
are
right.
civilization?
Fuck this.
Oh, right.
What is... What is this? Lots of bottomless
So the
pits.
gimmick for this level is
right. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
is the detector only works it goes from red to green instead of the other way around. Or yeah, all of the hints are backwards.
That sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I need the... I forget how to get up there. I think I need the... the thingy that gives me the...
The thingy that gives you the doohickey.
Yeah, the thing that gives me the doohickey. Here we go. And now, hey, remember Mario Galaxy?
Oh, I mean, this
Mario
was years
Galaxy
before
was
Mario Galaxy.
bad.
But what if the camera was a nightmare?
So, Ratchet and Clank did this. It was still after this. One of the Ratchets did.
Should I play a Ratchet and Clank that is not the new ones?
You should play Ratchet and Clank up your arsenal.
Because those are... Because, you know, I played the PS5 one. I did not finish it. Because I think those games are pretty simple.
I bet Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal holds up.
Yeah. And I know the PS3 HD collection is apparently shit.
I mean, I could probably conjure up an ISO if you don't want to go hunting for one in certain places.
Don't worry.
Brayden's no amateur.
I'm no amateur.
I know.
I'm a... I've never pirated in my life.
Games and, you know,
I've never done a piracy in my life, officer.
Real quick, when it comes to Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, if you're going to play that, unless you're going to be stubborn, go into the options menu and set it to what are basically dual analog controls.
Yeah.
Because
is that the first one with real dual analog controls?
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway,
and if you ever play Deadlocked, absolutely use dual analog controls because that game is not a platformer; it is a third-person shooter.
Anyway, yeah, no, this level. This level.
What are the chances?
Considering that, like, so much of the end game is you're in space. It is kind of shocking how many of the space levels just are janky.
Oh, I don't think it's a surprise. Lonely house. Yeah, that really helps. Thank you, video game. The smallest meteorite. Okay, so the biggest meteorite. Get it? Because it's backwards, because mad space. It's not next to the greenstone by a hut on the floating meteorite. Okay. It'd be great. Yeah, it'd be great if I could see anything.
That would be nice. Space!
See, Meteor Herd is way better than this, and that level sucks. Also, it has Knuckles rap in it. Whereas here, all of the shit is so spread out. So how's everyone else's week going, playing?
It's okay. I watched some of Noah Gervais' video on Dragon Age Origins, and I was like, what if I played Dragon Age Origins? And that's
you can do that. That's a choice you can make.
I started playing some of it on Game Pass on my Xbox.
How did that go for you?
I'm having fun. I like
Cool.
it.
Good.
I'm glad to hear.
Enjoying myself. I know opinions are somewhat mixed in this particular crowd, but
listen, I'm just bitter. Okay. You need to understand
Bitter,
that I'm just filled with anger.
I understand that. You're a man-child.
Yes.
I'm kidding. That was
And
bad.
I hate that they made Dragon Age work.
What are you actually? Which part are you actually bitter about?
Uh,
the Origins was popular, or that they changed it?
No, I mean. Okay, so that replay I did of Dragon Age Origins
Made you realize it.
made me realize that like parts of that game are just really half-baked, or maybe overdone, I guess is how I would say it.
I mean, isn't that true for
Most
all
games.
of them?
Yeah.
All of the Dragon Age games, though,
but
just
Baldur's
to a degree.
Gate 2 doesn't have the equivalent of the Deep Roads.
I would definitely call the Underdark.
The Underdark,
A
yeah, but
little
you don't need to
much.
do all of the Underdark.
Sure.
There are ways to get through the Underdark very quickly. If you want to miss out on experience and make the dragon mad at you.
I have gotten to the Underdark 3 times in Baldur's Gate 2 and only gotten past it once. I think the Underdark stuff is way too long in the tooth.
Yep, it's just long. Whereas I think that the problem with its equivalent in one
In
is
Origins?
that- yeah, or Origins, is that you also got all that puzzly bullshit.
Yeah, the Fade has
The Fade is actually rotten.
Listen, I really liked Baldur's Gate 2. I would say that I loved that game. I want to point out, I think a significant number of the encounters in that game are also maybe not well tuned at all. Like, there are parts of Baldur's Gate 2 that could definitely use another pass.
And that's before you get into the weird nightmare hell of Baldur's Gate fan mods that make ridiculous.
Nope, I'm not downloading SCS or Ascension or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm not that person.
Ascension at least was David Gator.
Sure, but it still sounds like it's for insane people. The idea that Origins has some of the same problems doesn't bother me. Now, Inquisition, on the other hand, that's a grindy game.
Yeah, Inquisition is a 90-hour game. 50 of those hours are absolute chaff. I don't want you.
We'll see how I feel when I get to it. But I mean, like, you could say that about all of them. I don't know about Veilguard.
Veilguard apparently, I'm told, gives off the energy of being like, you can definitely tell where the game as a service part was going to be.
Yeah.
Especially with like the hub and the way characters stand around your hub area.
Yep.
So,
it's just, but to go back to your point of like, game has a bunch of half-baked ideas. There's just so many dead ends.
I wouldn't call them half-baked ideas so much as like, it feels like in all the games we mentioned, they bit off more than they could chew.
Yeah.
Like, there is a desire from a lot of CRPG devs to have like the ultimate RPG that's like 150 hours long and does basically everything. And I think in all cases, any game that tries to do that just has a significant chunk of it that's just fucked up. Like, even Wrath of the Righteous has significant chunks that are just not well made.
I mean, it just, like, especially when you get to the transition from 1 to 2, it's just...
Baldur's Gate 1 to 2 or Dragon Age 1 to 2?
Dragon Age 1 to 2, sorry.
Yeah. See, I think Baldur's Gate 1 might be my favorite of those. Like, that might be my favorite Infinity Engine game.
Because it's low stakes, low level.
Listen, it mostly comes to, like, I can encapsulate that by talking about the beginning of the game. You roll your character, and if you don't want to fuck around in opening town, you just walk to the right, talk to Go Ryan for one line, and then continue walking to the right, and you're done. The game is started. You can go do what you want now.
You don't have to do a Renicus' dungeon.
Yeah.
So if you want that, there's an expansion pack for 2 that you could play.
Throne of Ball's pretty good. I like Throne of Ball a lot.
Yeah, Braden.
I don't know why you're being weird about that.
I guess I'm just one of the few people. I guess the real thing where I'm being the weirdo is the fact that I think that Throne of Ball is better than Base 2.
Than Shadows of Am? See, that's crazy.
I mean, it might be better in terms of, like, encounter design and pacing, but I think they're going for such wildly different things that I don't really want to say one's better than the other. I like them both a lot.
Neither of them are bad games. I think we can agree.
I do lament that saying Baldur's Gate Trilogy is now just a thing you have to clarify.
Honestly, 3 deserves it. Like, it's a legit...
Yeah, no, 3's great.
And unfortunately, now it's going to be the only thing people think of when they hear Baldur's Gate. Because the normies have ruined it for everyone!
Yeah.
There's a reason why normies fell in love with that game, though.
Yeah.
If you showed them an Infinity Engine...
No, they would scream,
game,
and they would...
I have been to the Baldur's Gate 3 subreddit. There is a significant chunk of that population that just thinks the original games are bad and have not taken the time to learn how to play them.
They're completely different. They're not even the same game.
Yeah.
No, they're games for Grandpa. They're ancient artifacts.
Nah, these kids are just confused and don't know what's good for them.
No,
I think it's part of the fact that
the children are the ones who are
not a third-person action-y game. Like, it's like isometric, and I have to manage the entire party from this perspective. What?
And it's real time with pause?
I don't think the problem is the isometric perspective. From the posts I've read, it's the real time with pause combat system.
Yeah.
Like, people who have gotten into those kinds of RPGs over the past decade or so, they don't like real time with pause.
The minute that I realized that was the block was when I saw in the Baldur's Gate 3 subreddit that I think was either locked or eventually deleted. It's like, I tried to check out Larian's other games before Baldur's Gate 3. I think they're all bad. It's like, fuck.
I do think that there's also a
there is a leap.
There is a significant aspect.
So
even Divinity 2, I guess.
I think the reason for that is in the 90s, back in the 90s, turn-based combat was considered passé and out of date when we were in 98, and RTSs were becoming popular.
Yeah.
So real time with pause made sense in that context. And now we don't have that context because no one plays fucking RTS games anymore.
I guess, like, the counter to that is that now with, Roll20 and all of these ways in which D&D has become mainstream, I think you could actually pull it off. Like, you make a D&D game that is more in line with the tabletop stuff. I think you could do it. It's just, they didn't do it with Baldur's Gate 3, so it's going to have to be something completely different because you've set a different standard.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff too.
No, I think a big thing that people who are already into CRPGs like us, I think a big thing that we're skipping over is how much focus there is on having the camera down there where the characters are.
Yeah.
I think that means a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah. The unwashed masses.
Yeah, the unwashed masses. No, I think there are absolute people out there who will not play a CRPG no matter how good, unless it's doing the Dragon Age Origins and or Baldur's Gate 3 thing of you actually see the characters, they are animating, they are talking to you, there are camera angles, and so on and so forth.
I think even then that's still a pretty daunting ask. You're just better off, like, not even calling it Baldur's Gate and just doing something completely... Like, you could get away with it if you said, this is our rebooted Planescape. Like, you're gonna have to do it, and it has to be completely removed from Baldur's Gate. Because you've just, again, Baldur's Gate 3 is now the standard in which anything with Baldur's Gate will be judged.
Yeah. And
so you have to pick a completely different setting, a new setting, something that's not even in name connected to Baldur's Gate.
If you want to make an isometric.
I think that unfortunately, I'm gonna even take the more extremist stance. I think that anything that's Baldur's Gate, with Baldur's Gate 3 selling as well as it did, it needs to be an action role-playing game forever.
I would not say it needs to be an action role-playing game. It definitely needs to be of a scope similar to Baldur's Gate 3, which means that there are only a handful of development studios in the world who can actually do that.
And the one who very much could just said, nah, no thanks.
And, like, that studio, Larian, spent literally 2 decades getting to a point where they could do it. So, where they good luck repeating that.
Yeah, and once again, you think about Sven talking about how important having ingrained expertise was for Larian. And it's like, actually, it turns out if you don't fire people between projects for every game, and you don't have to get people up to speed learning the tool set and the studio culture.
Yeah. Anyway, Yatsu, how do you feel about Baldur's Gate 2?
I've never played it.
How do you feel about Planescape Torment?
Never played it.
How do you feel about Icewind Dale?
I tried playing Icewind Dale 2 once. Didn't
Yeah, that's the bad
one.
Really? Icewind Dale 2's the bad one?
So that's my hot take.
I wouldn't. It seems like it's not so much bad as it is very rushed and has lots of really bad segments.
There are just a lot of sequences in that game that are just like.
Whoever told you that's the one
really
you should start with
puzzles.
should be shot. Who fucking told you that to start with that one?
Is it because it uses 3rd edition? Because here's the thing.
I think it's because it had multiplayer and they wanted to play the game.
Oh yeah,
All
sure.
of them have multiplayer.
Oh, okay. Alright. That is now valid.
Yeah, no, listen, I think Icewind Dale 2 multiplayer would probably be the ideal way to play it.
Wait. All of them have multiplayer.
Yeah.
I have not played Icewind Dale 2 yet.
Yeah.
Why would that one be the one to play multiplayer?
Because it's 3rd edition, so you can do stupid shit with character building.
Anyway,
but also
yeah,
Neverwinter Nights existed, and Neverwinter Nights, Neverwinter Nights had, better multiplayer
Better
options.
everything?
Yeah.
Well, except for, like, what's better, Icewind Dale 2's main campaign or Neverwinter Nights' main campaign?
That's... yeah. No. Neverwinter Nights' main campaign... Maybe we could do that for Extra Life, or Community Endurance 1 ZP.
Yeah.
Just have a bad time playing the OG campaign of Neverwinter Nights 1. It's
That's
like 50 hours and doesn't change remotely.
What was that barely finished Black Isle game? Right as they
Lionheart, Legacy of the Crusader.
Why don't y'all play that?
Because that game is, first off, it's a pain in the ass to run.
As is most of the things y'all are going to play.
No, Redfall would work just fine, Justin.
Redfall's just boring.
Yeah, that's the problem, is now they might have patched it to a point where it's boring instead of like, I can't believe they made this way. How could they think this was a good idea? Oh my god.
Arcane.
Imagine taking the studio who made Prey and being like, no, you guys are gonna make a Borderlands now.
Hey, they're both first person. Clearly, they should be able to do it.
You guys can make Borderlands, right?
Anyway, the real tragedy is that Deathloop is their most popular game.
Yeah. God, Deathloop.
Yeah, that's a game I didn't have to buy because they gave it to me.
Yep, they gave... Yeah, oh yeah, they gave that game...
away for free multiple times. That wasn't the only time that they gave it.
And then and then like certain reviewers were like, "This is the immersive sim that finally got me into the genre."
And it made me go, "Oh God, this is why the common folk shouldn't be allowed to play video games."
But maybe worth a problem.
No,
don't worry. Eventually, Gloomwood will release to save us all.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, a game published by New Blood is definitely going to come out, Justin. I believe in you.
Hey, System Shock came out, and it was great.
Yeah, no, that's Night Dive. That's not New Blood.
Oh, whatever.
Ultra Kill's definitely going to hit 1.0 at some point.
What New Blood games have actually?
Dusk.
Yeah, Dusk. That was the game that put New Blood on the map.
Here's the thing. I think Fallen Aces, really strong early access thing. But also, I know that game's not going to be done for like 5 years.
Medieval came out, and the expansion came out, both of which are good.
I just want to go to Dave Austria and be like, why don't you finish the video games before you keep signing new ones?
Turbo Overkill came out. Isn't that a New Blood thing?
That's not a real video game.
Yeah, it is.
Turbo Overkill is in fact a real video game name.
Oh no.
It's good.
It's very silly.
Oh no.
Anyway.
I wasn't a huge Turbo Overkill fan, but it seems fun. It's way more of a movement-based thing than an actual. The shooting felt weird to me.
You can do a jump and an air dash and a slide.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement stuff, but I feel like Ultra Kill cornered that already.
Yeah, but
listen, in Ultra Kill, you can shoot a shotgun and then punch the shotgun shells. I don't know what more you want.
I know.
Like, you just shoot a shotgun and punch the shells, and that makes them go faster. It's a dumb game. It's a good game.
And yeah, there's a body pillow you can buy for it, and also it has vibrator.io support.
Yeah, that aspect of that game. Maybe
is this like a thing with what was that game? The Sega game.
There was a Sega game with a vibrator feature?
Yes.
Oh, Rez, yeah.
Rez, that's what it, yes.
Yeah, no, except, no, there's,
Oh god. I think I hit the cough button in time there.
You did it.
Yes. Dr. Eggman様の力、お前知ったか?
It turns out rings might be a large portion of the score.
Do you actually need like a certain score to get the ending, or is that
no?
Not a thing?
I mean, listen, if we were going for all 180 emblems, you need to get an A rank on all versions of all stages.
Did Eggman just point a gun at that little girl?
Yeah, yeah.
God, I hate the Dark campaign so much more than the Light campaign. Because so much of it is just playing as Eggman, and it's so annoying.
Yeah, there are only 4 shadow levels.
ビジネスライクに行こうではないか、ソニック。まずは貴様が持っているカオスエメラルドを渡してもらおう。この小娘の命が惜しいならな。
奴に本物と偽って渡せば、こっちの手間も省けるってもんだぜ。
そこに貴様のエメラルドを置いて後ろに下がってもらおう。
悪役が板についてきたじゃないか、ドクター。
I do think this is genuinely a good bit.
Yeah.
You thought you could fool me with that fake Kia symbol? How'd you know? Because you just told me.
Yeah.
たった今貴様が教えてくれたわ。
Oh. It's good.
貴様もろとも宇宙に放り出して爆破してくれるわ。
あとは頼んだぜ、テイルス。それからエミ。
Anyway.
元気でな。
I like I've decided I like listening to Sonic the Hedgehog in Japanese. And I know there's a mimetic quality to this game's English voice acting.
Oh yeah.
Is this when you start listening to the dub of Sonic X or something?
So here's the thing, Yatsu. I've said this before that just by virtue of circumstance and when I'm watching stuff, I tend to watch more subs than dubs. Even though at this point with modern anime, like most dubs are probably gonna be fine.
Yeah, most of them are okay.
But for video games, even Japanese-ass video games, like your Jerpagas, I usually still play in English. And I think that's a...
Still a valid opinion to have.
Yeah.
You could pretty much watch it whichever way you prefer.
Cornucopia of choices.
Yeah.
Sometimes I will listen to a dub of an anime, like let's say Excel Saga, and I'll say no thank you, sir.
Oh, but the dub of Excel Saga is good.
No,
because the lead actress of that show literally fucked up her voice so bad doing the Excel role that
for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, like she took a partial break from voice acting for a couple of years, and also they replaced her midway through the show.
No, couldn't stand it. I was being forced to watch it anyways. I'm like, I can't listen to this person.
You don't like Pedro? Oh, Pedro misses his wife and child.
To watch it.
Yeah. Oh god, I should rewatch Excel Saga and then be like, oh wow, parts of this are deeply problematic.
I feel like you've said this several times already.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Pedro eventually gets a happy ending.
Yeah, no, he gets a happy ending with his, with the will of the universe.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine.
そのうち6つが今や私のものに。
そいつはどうかな。
シャドウ。
最初からそれがお目当てだったというわけ。
You know the manga of Excel Saga is nothing like the anime, like at all.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That was normal at the time.
Just like absolutely has nothing to do with it.
Oh, she's a government spy.
Oh fuck. So. I guess I missed this. Brayden, did you see the Schreier report about BioWare today?
Yeah. Yeah, it sure does seem like all of those BioWare employees who were, quote, reassigned to other EA studios were in fact permanently reassigned to those studios. Which, hey, at least they're still keeping jobs.
Working on, like, Battlefield or something.
Yeah. Are you the real Shadow, or are you in fact, or is this giant lizard the real Shadow? Alright.
What up?
Time for final chase.
Is this the exact same level as Sonic's?
No, it has a different bullshit gimmick.
It's the same background.
Yeah, it's the same tile set.
Yeah, but like the layout and everything is different.
No, so the gimmick of these levels are these little...
like magnetic sphere.
Yeah, magnetic tube things.
Tubes.
A series of tubes.
Yes, it's the internet, as it turns out. It's always been the internet.
Yeah, it's always...
the interwebs.
This is, I believe this level is doesn't have as many big skips as Final Rush, but it still has plenty of them. I don't know any of them though, so... Are we getting the robot? Yeah. Listen, please look forward to our podcast on Boogie Pop Phantom, which involves questions about the self. Because it was the 90s, and we were allowed to be indulgent like that.
Okay, so it was the 90s Boogie Pop, not the one that they made more recently.
No, not the 2019 one that is a remake.
I thought Boogie Pop Phantom, the original, was like 2000.
Yeah, it's like 2000. But it is still hand-drawn, so it's that good shit. It's like one of the last pre-Digipaint seasons of anime.
And then everything looks like shit.
And then everything looks like shit for about
Everything
5
looked like
years.
shit for like a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, there's like, you know, a lot of SD anime from, let's say... Listen, I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that
I'm not all anime from the time looked bad. I think there's definitely some... There's an of the era look that's like there were still people trying to figure it out.
What, figure Digipanned out or figure something
just
else?
digital?
Well, like
digital
color
paint.
it while, you know, because
how do we get these colors right?
It's one of those things where, like, was Boy and the Heron still mostly hand drawn? Because even I think Boy and the Heron was still like drawn on computers.
No. So the fun fact, and I know this because I had a friend of mine who worked in Cartoon Network, not necessarily as an animator though. The last American-made, like an American television show that was made on film cells, because apparently Japan adopted digital paint before all of America, was Ed, Edd and Eddy on Cartoon Network.
Sure, yeah, I believe that.
That's not necessarily true, because Canada still did hand-drawn stuff.
I'm just saying in America. Like, I'm saying in America.
Okay.
But long story with that is... Yeah. So that's a fun fact to know.
Did you ever see that Ed, Edd and Eddy movie they did? As like a...
It's a great way to end that series.
Like,
it's a
way
genuinely good
when you
ending.
finally meet Eddie's brother and he's like a massive piece of shit.
And then you realize that everything he's done leading up to that point is in denial of like the abuse he's taken as a child.
His brother being a piece of shit.
And then everyone realizes it's like, oh shit. Well,
and then,
that guy sucks.
Then
and we're
it
gonna
ends
help
with
him.
those weirdos being accepted by the kids of the neighborhood. Weirdly,
it's actually a genuinely good ending for that show.
It's you know, it's like how that Invader Zim movie that came out a couple years ago was like, oh, this is great.
I would even say the Hey Arnold movie that they made that just wraps everything up, and it's like, yeah, Arnold finally meets his parents, but this is what he has to do to get his parents back.
It's got to go to the jungle.
Yeah, but more than that, it's like, oh wait, my memories of you aren't actually genuine. How do I deal with that?
Yeah.
Wait, is that a thing?
Yeah. Arnold realizes that his parents are different.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that episode of TNG where Geordi realizes that the girl he created a pornographic simulation of isn't the person from the simulation.
Oh yeah. Then he meets the real version of that lady. Oh.
That's a good episode, dude.
Yeah. Lionheart says, "Are we fighting the Bio Lizard?" Isn't that going to be tomorrow night?
No, that. I mean, I could do the last story. It's just one level and two boss fights.
How long have you been going for? You could
I've
do
been
it.
going for 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
I could do another hour.
Yeah. Don't be no bitch.
You just gotta do this boss fight.
If I
for, like,
do
the
this,
fourth
then I
time.
don't. Yeah, then I don't have to do it again. And then I can play. I don't know, fucking
Anything else?
Akiba's Trip
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
and rip clothes off people.
Probably a better game.
I mean, the thing about Akiba's Trip is that I like the spirit of the game. It turns out that it's really just
it's just kind of a
How do you feel about
middling
Pikmin
brawler action RPG? Yeah.
It's just a really mid brawler. Like, it's not even bad because it has those like synergies and special abilities which are fun, but even then, it
Are you
doesn't
saying
have
the joke runs out long before the game does?
I don't actually. So no, the joke is the best part of that game because it finds different ways to pay homage to like Akihabara and parts of Japanese culture,
And it is like a weird, loving recreation of that.
Oh no, it's an exact recreation of certain areas in Akiba.
Of
Kind of
Akiba
weird.
circa like 2010 or whatever.
So the characters and like the homage are the best part, and the joke keeps going, and it's good.
Yeah, and also
It's just-
they're girls, and you can date the girls.
And also, it's just like continuing to play it is not
Yeah.
great.
Also, they like went back and added a new route to that game, like a couple years ago, when they did a re-release for modern consoles. They added a route for the Norwegian exchange
Lolly.
student who's a weeb.
Oh yeah, right.
It's not the lolly; it's the Norwegian exchange student girl.
Right.
Is this a different one?
So
There's more than one, right?
There are two. So there's
There's three.
Hellbound and are there three?
Yeah,
there's the
there's
PSP one, which didn't come out here until.
There's one that's
Was it a
not
Vita
about
one, or-
stripping people with their clothes. So what's the fucking point?
Oh, Akiba's
So wait,
Beat.
the first one.
Yeah.
The first one we got is the second one.
Yeah.
right?
Okay, that somehow worked.
I vaguely remember beating this boss fight by just kind of trying to.
I think I
trick
just
them
need to
into
let
jumping
him
and
get
turn
far
around
enough
and hit
ahead
them.
to me to try to do his stupid attack, and then I just kill him.
I just remember baiting the jump and then hitting them when they land from the jump.
Yeah, that's probably a better idea. I have rocket shoes.
No, Sonic don't need no shoes.
Right.
It's the better hedgehog.
He is. But Shadow Generations is a fun video game.
Uh-oh.
Well, sorry, it started from the beginning. It's fine.
必殺技に気をつけるチャオ。ソニックウィンドはサマーソルトで避けられるチャオ。
Problem is, he starts jumping. It doesn't let you spin dash into him.
You know, I'm seeing Relkin try to get through Trials of Mana without a healer.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he
Is
didn't
getting
pick a
pissed off at
healer?
it?
So he's not here, right? Is
No,
he
he's
watching
not.
this? We just Brayden maybe you did catch this. We were just saying, hey, buddy, maybe get a healer. And then he got so defensive about it.
He's like, no, I'm not going to look at a guide. And it's like, okay.
No, it's dude. We're just telling you, like, there's no healer in your party. You need a healer. Like, you can't just be
Well, I mean,
all offense.
It's too late now.
Yeah, it's too late now, and
Is it the end?
Well, it's going to be fine because he's going to be like, the game was great except for the part where I didn't have a healer and the game never told me.
No, he does this a lot.
It's just.
Oh, and I mean, whatever. I'm all about playing the game the way you want to play it. And in all honesty, like, I'm not about to defend picking that healer in that game.
I mean, even.
I'm
but
just
I was
say.
just looking at footage of like when I beat it 8 years ago, and I had to beat it with I used like the sword dude as my healer.
Yeah.
Also,
and
I
it
feel
took me like an hour fighting the boss to kill it.
And I feel like telling someone, hey, there's some obtuse bullshit. Use a guide. It's not something worth getting
like,
up in arms about.
No,
it's like,
listen, it will ruin the game for me if I.
No, it won't.
If I
used a guide and had Jatsu telling me literally how not to miss out on shit in fucking
my
Breath of Fire 3,
general
and it was the best thing to happen.
Are like a lot of these old JRPGs are going to throw dumb curveballs at you.
I mean, and the weird thing is like, oddly enough, like, Atlas is kind of like one of the last remaining studios that still feels like that you need to do that, because getting the true endings in Atlas things still sucks shit. Fucking weird.
Turned you around.
There we go.
This is a bad boss fight.
Yep.
It's a bad boss fight, period. There's no notes.
Yeah, no,
but no, like, as far as welcome
there's a
goes,
reason why I use a guide for these sorts of JRPGs.
He does this stuff a lot where he like comes up with the character and is like, it's gonna be so awesome, and then doesn't think about the way the game is designed.
It's fine.
Yep. Oh well.
Oh well.
How to play the games you want, the way you want them. It is what it is.
I mean, I agree with that.
I'm not gonna get angry about it. I just suspect he's gonna have a real pain in the ass time.
Setting him aside, I agree with that assertion to an extent, but like at some point you're playing the game in front of you and not whatever's in your head. I definitely feel like there's sometimes I don't want to play the game this way, and I'm like, you should be playing something else then.
Yeah. I mean, that's certainly.
I'll say this: the only reason why I get defensive about like playing a game with a guide isn't that big of a deal, is the people who say you played it with a guide, therefore you didn't get the true experience. Fuck that.
The true experience was getting an issue of Famitsu that told you
how to get through the game.
How to get through the game.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of was the experience in, like, the 90s and the 2000s. Things were pretty much way more obtuse back then.
Like, they intentionally put obtuse bullshit into those games.
Like, I would go ahead and say this. Like, if any of you could beat Star Trek fucking Deep Space Nine, The Crossroads of Time on the Super Nintendo without a guide, like, holy shit. Like, you're some sort of, like...
fucking weirdo.
Savant. No, you're some sort of, like, genius. Because, like, that game... pull some real dumb fucking bullshit all over the place.
I usually try to play games without a guide, but I have a point where I'm like, okay, it's time to look there.
But yeah,
and that, actually, I've for the most part like avoided guides when playing games nowadays as well. Just to, because if I start seeing things like, oh, there's this secret thing here, there's this secret thing there, I start getting analysis paralysis. And I'm like, okay, I got to go back and do that. Like, I just say no, fuck it. I want to play this game. Want to beat it. That's it. If I like it enough to do other shit, I could do other stuff later.
I like.
How do you feel about the game design of the final 2 acts of this game, Braden?
So here's the thing. I think Final Rush and Final Chase are probably 2 of the better levels in the game because they're Sonic Shadow levels.
Final boss sucks.
That final boss fight against Sonic/Shadow is bad. Peter Moore.
Yeah, let's just be honest. Sonic Adventure 2 is like, some of it's good.
The Sonic and Shadow levels are fine.
Yeah,
camera aside.
Like those treasure levels are real fucking bad. They're not fun. The Tails/Eggman levels also not great.
Yeah.
and so much of the game is just those. It's one of those things where, like, legitimately, if Sonic 06 wasn't a broken giant mess of a game, like, I could easily say, you know what, the pacing of Sonic 06 is probably better, believe it or not.
Well, the community has you covered.
Don't worry, at some point they'll finish the adventure mode part of Project 06.
Oh, and ruin Project 06?
And ruin Project 06 by making you count the number of boxes.
Yeah.
Or determine which guy is the captain.
Yeah, or like choose love, where you could choose the princess or Amy for some reason out of nowhere.
And then it turns out that either works.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, time for some garbage. I think there are children at my house for some reason.
Damn kids.
Oji-san! Gerald Robotnik!
I don't regret you turning on this voice acting.
Yeah, no, like, I've played this game in English a lot.
I'm digging this a lot.
But also, I kind of love the Japanese VA, because it's so earnest.
今さっき連絡があったの。この頃にすごい勢いで地上に接近してるらしいわ。多分このままだと激突するわよ。
なんだこの映像。こ
れは全人類に対する死刑宣告だ。私の計算に狂いがなければ。
Here's this old man chained to a chair.
The Arc de Triomphe being like, oh no, oui oui. All the people of Egypt. Oh no.
Egypt.
Remember how Sonic Unleashed takes place on Earth, but also has great fictional countries like Spagonia?
Yeah, fake Greece.
Yeah.
Well, he has to kiss those human girls.
Yeah.
He does not kiss a single human girl.
No, he just... Remember Chip?
I vaguely remember.
The most Poochie the Dog character in a series full of Poochie the Dogs.
Like, what, God or something?
Yeah, it turns out he was the planet. This is what he said before they executed him.
Lionheart, no, stop lying. You don't want Chip back.
I want, like, a weird attempt at a story pivot or a story twist like Chip. It's like, oh, hey, by the way, I'm actually the embodiment of light, and I've been in a perpetual fight against Dark Gaia. Also, I am the prophecy fight to defeat evil. How you doing, Sonic? You want to do one of those loop-de-loops? That's rad.
Yeah. You know what? Did they ever explain why he turned into a weird hog? Is that just like not explained?
It was so basically the way Sonic Unleashed starts is it's like the end of another Sonic adventure. Like,
well, so he storms Eggman's fleet, he uses the 7
like,
Chaos
I'm
Emeralds.
I'm gonna
He actually turns into, like, the entire start of that game is he turns into Super Sonic. Like that. And then
he gets
trapped. Turns out it's a trap.
Destroy Maria.
And then Eggman actually succeeds in his plan to destroy Earth, but then it turns out, oh wait, there was an evil slumbering
the dark force of the
Dark
planet.
Gaia. Remember, you know, if you want to bring back a character, motherfucking bring back Professor Pickle.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely not.
Actually, now that I think about it, there's a cameo of Professor Pickle in Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, that seems like something
But anyways, bring back Professor Pickle.
恐ろしい。一体私は何を考えているのか。誰か。
Anyway, the military shot a 12-year-old girl, and as a result,
Professor
her
Pickle
grandpa...
Jotsu was voiced by Dan Green. You should support this.
Yeah.
I don't support this at all. No. What the fuck?
I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did. That was a little. You shouldn't have done that.
What? I didn't say anything.
あの基地からシャドウを
放送するカオスエメラルドのエネルギーを得てエクリプスキャノンのコアは巨大な爆弾のように
So are you having fun?
じいさんの言う通りこのままコロニーがぶつかったら地上は塵一つ残らんぞ
Fun? We gotta stop the... We gotta stop the space colony.
Yeah, it always usually comes down to space is bad, actually. Don't go to space.
I saw the Danny Boyle film Sunshine. I've long learned that actually going to space is the worst idea.
Yeah, I
mean, yeah,
that movie's
last third
fine.
of that movie...
That last third of that movie
goes some places. But the first 2/3 of that movie are just the movie constantly going over and over and over again saying, do not go to space. Oh my god, if you go to space, you will die. Anyway, Canon Core.
I'm maybe not convinced that I'm maybe not... Actually, no. I'm not convinced that 28 years later will be good.
It has... That teaser trailer is tremendous, though.
28 months
yeah.
wasn't very good either, right?
Yeah, 28 weeks later was bad. Danny Boyle didn't have anything to do with that movie, also.
28 Weeks Later has an incredible ending, or sorry, an incredible beginning. The whole opening sequence of that guy basically backstabbing all of his friends and his family to get on a boat and get away from the zombies. Great start, and then it is all downhill after that.
Are you telling me that what happens? Kissing your wife, who is a carrier for the virus?
Bad idea?
Bad idea? Oh, fuck you, video game.
That guy was placed there specifically to keep you from doing that.
I know.
And then, as much as I like that first film, it really does take me a minute for my eyes to adjust. Oh, right, shaky cam filmed on, like, camcorder.
Yeah, also, that movie was filmed on, like, what, conventional camcorders?
Yeah.
So it probably looks real bad.
No, it's fine. It just takes a minute for your eyes to adjust to it.
To, like, early digital...
Like, it's a creative choice that I don't hate.
Cillian Murphy has an Oscar now.
Yeah. Apparently he's... Isn't he gonna have a role in the next film? Or
Probably.
no? His character's... No. Oh, no. Cillian Murphy is gonna be an executive producer.
Okay, we can't do that.
His character is technically dead.
Is he dead? Did he die? I mean, I've never seen 28 Days Later. Yeah, he escaped in 28 Days Later.
But didn't...
Yeah, the end of 28 Days Later, he and those two girls are alive.
Yeah, the second one has nothing to do with that.
Oh, right. I'm mixing up the ending of the first film with the second film. Sorry.
The second
Yeah,
film,
they have the banner that says hello. Right. The banner that says hello. Oh, right, and they unfurl the thing. Right. Yeah, that first movie has a happy-ish ending after all that's said and done, and then the second movie's
Second movie's
Next
like,
movie's
"Ah,
like,
this kid's
haha,
gonna
you
screw
fucked
over
up,
the
everyone's
rest of
dead.
Yeah, because this kid's got 2 eye colors now. Ah, suckers.
Yeah, I guess that is like a weird thing. Like, first movie ends on an upper note, and then it's like, what if we made it super depressing? It's like, wait, what? Oh.
I mean, no horror movie that they think can become a franchise will end on a completely happy note. Always got to bring it back.
Yeah, no.
Can't do like an anthology thing or whatever. Does everyone get a level in this final air thing?
Except for Shadow. The Shadow gets to fight the Bio Lizard. But yeah, you basically you do 5 smaller levels back to back.
I wonder what the motivation was in making the final boss this, like...
A giant space lizard that
Yeah.
comes out of nowhere.
Like, it was definitely a moment as a kid where it's like, oh, shit, this is something different.
You ever think about... Here's another thing that I think about is, because of our friendship, I think about how Sonic Adventure 2 and, fucking Kill La Kill have the exact same ending.
Yeah, I guess so.
Where
they both have a giant lizard come out of nowhere.
Well, there's a giant space
Actually,
alien,
kind of, sure, yeah.
and then the ultimate life form who has black and red hair.
So that's the part of this that I just kind of, it never worked for me as a kid. Is like, he talks about it being the ultimate life form, and then it's a turtle with a bunch of cords sticking out of it.
Yeah,
like, even as a kid, it's like, eh?
I mean, even as far back as the original Alien, they were doing the whole ultimate life form thing.
Look,
What
kids
adds
love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, alright?
I guess it was just expecting something a bit more, like, not that.
Yeah, like, the phrase ultimate life form has been thrown around a lot. So, like, it being a giant turtle thing is whatever.
Yeah, the Tyrant is the ultimate life form. The stupid fucking... Yeah, we'll talk. Don't worry, we'll talk about Parasite Eve. We'll talk about Parasite Eve. I like that game a lot. I know, controversial take. I do think some of that game's writing is very hacky.
Especially when it's talking about mitochondria and sperm.
Yeah, when it starts to get into the fringe science aspects, and you're like, oh, no one here.
Again, like, the whole
science.
thing we can talk about is the author of the book read Richard Dawkins' Selfish Gene and either wanted to create speculative fiction based off of that, or completely misread Richard Dawkins' Selfish Gene and ran with that.
Yeah, like, how much of Parasite Eve is meant to be, like, built on this idea, or how much of it is just like, no, I'm doing fiction and I'm using these aspects to inform my work. Fuck you, video game. I miss my wife, Tails. I'm going now. I'm not gonna die, I'm a video gamer. I'm good at video games. I'm good at video games. There we go. Alright, time for this bullshit. Okay, not that way.
That's a bottomless pit. It doesn't seem to be rendering correctly.
Don't worry about it. There definitely aren't any weird things about the PC version of this game that you can mod to fix or... Fuck you! So, Chris, Zombified Redacted, what do you want to play now that you've played Drake of the 99 Dragons?
I'll probably see if I can find another adventure game.
That would be so hard. There are just so few of them.
I know, it's a dying genre. No one's making them. I thought about booting up the emulator and showing off some Parasite Eve, and then Borg told me, you kind of don't want to do that. That's one of those games that has a community that will tell you how to play it. And then it's like, well, I mean, the nice thing about Parasite Eve is that it's actually kind of like every level and set piece is so beef.
Yeah, it's
move from point A to point B,
and I mean that as a
compliment. Point A to
compliment.
point B. And then there's like X number of encounters, and every boss is kind of like a gimmick and a puzzle.
Yeah, no, it's good. It is a bespoke set piece based JRPG.
It reminds me a little bit of Hylics.
And I think that is a genuine to its benefit thing, and not like a me doing a bit. I think the game greatly benefits.
But yeah, I've had fun.
Yeah.
There are some parts to Parasite Eve that will kick your ass.
Oh yeah. Oh, right. Okay, nope, you need to get used to spring.
What about you?
And then
What
we
do you
get to the
want?
Knuckles section, which I didn't get the breathing necklace, so it's going to be a lot harder.
So when you're not doing Sonic, or if and when you finish this Sonic, what's next for you?
Octopus Trip.
Oh, right.
And then let's see, what else? I guess I'm on... What am I on the hook for? Bubble? Where are the fucking bubbles?
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
ナックルズよ、聞こえるか？貴様の目の前に中枢へ通ずる最終核兵器があるはずよ。その核兵器のスイッチを探すのじゃ。
No.
What?
Oh boy.
Oh.
This. Yeah. Boy, if you don't get the breath necklace. This level's kind of mean. Anyway. What else was I going to play? There was something else that I had an inclination towards. I know. Believe it or not, me having an inclination towards playing something on stream.
Playing bullshit?
Playing bullshit on the internet?
No, never.
No, I've never done that. Is there nothing in there? Anyway, if I get game over and have to do this level over again, we're gonna go into Aquatic Mine and
get
go
the ring.
to the trouble of getting the breathing necklace.
Okay, I don't blame you. This does seem like bullshit.
Because I know there are...
Your patience is wearing thin?
Also, I just...
No time for this shit.
I don't got time for this shit. I'm trying to remember which VTuber had this problem. I like that Eggman uses Kisama when talking to Knuckles. He's like, no, fuck you. I'm still gonna use the equivalent of you asshole. Isn't it great that
No, it was now that I think about it, the VTuber I think you're talking about, it was Rosemi.
It might have been Rosemi, it might have been Crony.
I remember Rosemi. I mean, that was like 2 years ago.
But
Rosemi played Sonic Adventure 2, and she got stuck in this exact part for like 5.5 hours.
Yeah.
And it literally almost broke her.
All right.
You're gonna get the ring?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the breathing necklace because it it's gonna make the level a lot more dealable. And I don't have time for this. I would rather play.
Yeah, I'm watching the Rosemi stream where she's playing as Shadow in the space station. The stream is literally 5 hours, 25 minutes, and 31 seconds. And it's her just cussing a storm as she's playing these levels.
Yeah, these levels are fucked. Now it's time to remember where the breath necklace is in this video game.
And she literally does go back to get the breath necklace.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah, no, it's real fuck that you can just miss it.
It's a motherfucker. This game's a motherfucker, man. Also, I was thinking of like playing edutainment games.
That'd be fun. Do you remember where the breath necklace is?
So other than this game, how did your day go?
I went to work, and then I came back from work and took a nap, and then I hung out with Remy, and she sat in my lap. And
would have done real well, but now it's so late that I can't take a nap. It would just be sleeping.
Yep. That's the secret. It's not a sleeping if it's just a...
Again, I have to actually time myself not to sleep more than, or nap for more than like 20 minutes. Otherwise it will turn into sleep. I'll set a timer. Unlike Braden. I've heard
I did set a timer.
Naps.
I did set a timer for the nap today.
How long are your naps?
This nap was like an hour and a half.
That's not a nap!
I don't do 10-minute power naps, my dude. It takes me 10 minutes. It takes me like 30 minutes to fall asleep.
Once you go past an hour, you have slept. A nap should not
napped.
give you REM sleep.
I napped.
Jatsu.
Sorry, what?
Napping.
What about napping?
How long before a nap becomes sleeping? Versus sleeping versus napping.
If you sleep for more than 2 hours.
See, 90 minutes.
Braden? Fuck, that's close enough.
90 minutes. Don't worry, we're still definitely remembering where the breathing necklace is. Because otherwise...
この水の高さはスイッチで変わるみたい。試しにいろいろ変えてみるちゃお。
So is Sonic Dreams Collection on your docket?
No.
Or is it just a different thing?
Sonic Dreams Collection is A, too good, B...
It's a psychological horror game.
It's a game made by sickos.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that those two guys from Arcane Kids basically broke up and just... I
forgot they went on and made something that was actually like fairly recent.
No, it's Crap. The game Crap, No One Loves Me. And that was actually like 6 years ago.
I mean, they also made one of the greatest
parody games ever made.
They made Bubsy Visits the James Turrell retrospective.
Oh, I know what you're thinking. So one of the figureheads of fucking Arcane Kids, Ben Esposito. I could be pronouncing that wrong. I probably am. He made Tattletales.
Okay.
That didn't have both of them. That was just his other publishing studio.
Is this where I needed to go? Yes, it was. Fuck you, video game.
Yeah.
Fuck you, video game. Here's a dragon. Do I need to finish the level?
So have you developed a desire to commit insider trading while playing this game?
Sorry, what? Are you trying to Yuji Naka him? Is that what this is?
Like, have you...
you know...
started to, like, pull... have you thought about, like, talking to Nancy Pelosi?
I mean, no, if Nancy Pelosi does it, it's not insider trading.
No, it's not.
We all know this.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we got the fucking necklace, and I'm going to finish this level now. I just need to get 15 more rings.
Gonna finish it.
I'm gonna fuck it. Wait.
You're gonna fuck Sonic?
No.
The Lord and Savior?
That's a different. I'm sorry. People got that's subscribers only. If you want to,
you're gonna have to subscribe to the super secret $10.
Yeah, the super secret $10 tier of deep listens, where we talk about our favorite Sonic the Hedgehog ships, and then ignore the part where canonically Sonic the Hedgehog is 15 years old.
Children.
Yeah.
Well, as we know from that decanonized Simpsons episode, Sonic says, "Wait till marriage."
Is that the one with Michael Jackson?
No, that's a.
Oh, you mean the one with Tarzarian?
No, that's canon. What was the episode? Wait until marriage. It's one of those episodes where it's like, what could have been.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it the one where Lisa becomes the president?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh, that's such a... I don't really like that episode.
No, it's bad.
That's right. Amy's the one who tells you about shit in the final story. Alright, now we just need to do it again.
Yep.
I'm still thinking about that time when I shared all of that Sonic the Hedgehog Christian fan art.
And M got mad enough at you to ban you? Justifiably?
And I said, actually, no, I'm not going to repeat it.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't. You shouldn't repeat what you were going to say.
Sonic fan art website. I'm not gonna repost anything, but I'm just looking at it all, and it's so fucking good. Oh, it's so good.
It's not their fault. They are children.
Shadow with a boner while he prays to Jesus.
Sexual.
Listen. Cream the rabbit. Diapered Cream the rabbit.
What do you call me?
Yeah. This art's gonna make me convert to Judaism.
Just like in the Paramount Plus Knuckles series. Think you're having a laugh, do you? Having a laugh?
Turns out it sounds like Sonic 3 actually is just a good movie. People just seem to like it.
I mean, it's also... You have to operate on the curve that it's a movie for children and also a video game movie.
The fact that, it's not a 100% guarantee that a movie or television show based off of a video game will be dog shit. Like, there's actually a little bit of luck. Just as a reflection of the better world we live in.
Yeah, we live
don't
in
mind
the
everything
timeline right now.
Don't mind everything always.
Yeah,
being
don't mind.
fire.
Don't mind everything.
But hey, that Last of Us TV show is better than the video.
I need to play The Last of Us. Have you heard my plan? Maybe 2025 is the year I finally play The Last of Us.
Is that going to be like whenever we joke about Gino's playing this thing that we know he's not going to like, and now he's become the Joker? Is this what's going to turn you into the Joker?
Is me playing the cinematic heavy sad dad game,
and then just
and then just going, yeah, I don't know, I liked the part where I snuck up behind a guy and shanked him.
And then it's a grief trauma simulator.
And then it's like, hey, have you ever thought about she's your daughter? You gotta protect her, bro. It's like, whoa. And I want to be clear. I'm not discounting anyone who enjoys the video game The Last of Us.
No.
I'm just saying, I know what I like.
Did you see what Dan Reichert did for the Fire Escape 100th episode?
What did he do? Did he eat his own shit?
No. He put in the names of 100 random video games, and then it seeded 64 of them into a game bracket where they had to Mary, and Mahardy. And the debate that drew battle lines the most was Red Dead Redemption 2 versus Super Mario World.
Ah, it's the best Mario game! Ah! I was a child!
So, Dan Reichert's like the person who's like, Mario World's the best Mario game, and also the Nintendo 64 is better?
Yes.
Like, if that's a bit, right?
Yes.
No, I mean, all
Like,
of it's a bit. It's all a work shoot, brother.
Yeah, I know. It's just I feel like once you've devised your own weird like spreadsheet that like creates arbitrary rules that gives the Nintendo 64 a single chance of winning, then like you're doing a bit or you're actually sick in the head.
That's the magic of Dan Reichert, baby.
Don't respond. Don't make direct eye contact.
It doesn't matter. I fucked up.
Oh, I see. He's looking away from me.
I'm a fucking idiot.
How you doing?
Stop cussing because there are children down here.
Okay.
As you can tell, we've reached the wrath stage, the anger stage.
I mean, these last levels are real pains and booties.
No, Canon Core is a motherfucker of a level.
You said you were gonna swear less, and that's the first thing you say.
It's a master hacker of a level.
It is a monkey fighting snake on this Monday to Friday plan.
Yeah, it's a.
Some would say it's a sock sucker.
But I do suck socks.
You really shouldn't.
No, I shouldn't.
It's bad for you. Let's be honest. There's more interesting things to say.
Yeah,
Like
I can think of some things.
Yeah.
And I'm not even gonna elaborate on that.
Yeah, there's no need to. Do you guys have any more like weird pseudo cusses that have been just ingrained into your mind by PG, television? Just we can't swear.
Probably DMX radio edit, so like dog barks.
Yeah. For me, it's probably CeeLo Green and finding out that no, he doesn't say "forget you" in the real version of that song.
My favorite one.
He says something else.
One of my favorite ones is.
Isn't there a song where someone just says "mother, mother" twice or something instead of?
There's that bit in Galaxy Quest where Sigourney Weaver very clearly says, "Well, fuck that," and it's ADR'd poorly, and like because you can still see her like very much make the mouth movements of saying, the F
and that.
Yeah. But in the theatrical release of that film, she says, "Well, screw that," and you're like, "Oh, that's not what her mouth said."
Nope.
Anyways, one of my favorites is the television edit for the first Kill Bill, and they didn't bleep things out; they ADR'd them. I drive my party wagon, and then also my name is Buck, and I like to party.
Yeah.
They replaced every F word with the word party.
I don't know why, that just makes it so much funnier to me.
Yeah, it's very good. Also, I think it's kind of ingenious to just reuse the exact same level geometry, but now it's a shitty water level.
Yeah, congratulations. We found a way to make the level worse.
And yeah, it sure would be a shame if you had to trying to remember what you're supposed to fucking do in here. Or if it's just oh man, it's so nice being able to just go through this level and not have to care about... Oh, right, you need to stop time so you can go through the lasers. I remember. Or is there better time stopping? No. Oh wait, no, there's one up here. Duh.
Tired, guys. I don't know why.
Because you don't get enough sleep.
I don't.
Because you're too busy talking about video games with your silly cartoon friends.
Your cartoon Mike, you're either a Fire Emblem character or you're a Skullman.
Yeah. I'm a silly cartoon. There's a switch somewhere around here. It's impossible to know where. Or wait, do we keep going down? Yeah, no, it's good that I'm here. Because otherwise I'd be upset. As opposed to now. Where I'm definitely not upset. That's right, you need to keep going down. Nope. Where the fuck do I go?
Yep, this is the problem with all of the Knuckles levels.
You said the bit. You said the thing.
Yep.
このセキュリティロックのスイッチは確か下の階層のどこかにあ
Oh, I see. And now we need to stop time because there's a current. So, like, to this game's credit, they keep the gimmicks going all the way through the very last level. Like, each level has at least one weird thing. But also, Cannon Core sucks.
Yeah, some of these late game gimmicks suck.
There we go. Did it. I'm Sonic.
How's that like? What's it like being a giant a blue anthropomorphic hedgehog, Mr. Sonic?
Oh, nope, that wasn't the way to go.
So all of the like 3D adventure and not even adventure, like action and platforming games that were big on consoles taught, I think, developers, and I think this one really did articulate that cameras are important.
Yeah.
And also there's a sacrifice that you inevitably make in having the level of momentum that the adventure games had at the cost of your camera, right?
Yep. Okay, that's right. No. Oh, I see. Of course! I'll say this, also making me less mad than the final level of Sonic, oh god, of Sonic Unleashed.
I mean, the final level of Sonic Unleashed was the most, it's like, hey, you made one wrong thing, guess you'll die.
Yeah,
Imagine playing that on PS3.
was that big boss basically punishing you and you not being able to make any, like, response.
I also mean the level before that, where you have to switch between the Werehog and the Sonic.
I've always had a bit of a theory in my head, now that we are getting closer to, I think, the first truly bad Sonic game would be playing Heroes.
Yep.
I wonder if, like, I've always had this theory in my head, but I'm probably wrong, that Sonic Heroes would have gone down as being worse, or as bad as I think it is, had it not been followed up by 06. Because I think 06 took its mantle of being truly one of the worst things.
God, fuck!
I think that it got lucky, reputationally.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it helps that it was, like, eclipsed by the 1-2 punch of Shadow and Sonic 06, and also Secret Rings is pretty bad too.
I don't know if Secret Rings is as bad.
I mean, it has motion
the problem
control
with that
shit
is
in
the
it.
motion controls. I guarantee you, if you find a way to remove the motion controls, that game probably is totally fine. But unfortunately, that is not the case.
I remember hating Secret Rings when it first came out. But then again, I didn't really hate motion controls because you just figured a way to, like, angle your waggles and you just spam the same waggle over and over again.
Ah, fuck! Whenever these games, this game specifically, first adventure also, whenever these games demand you do precision platforming, things get real dicey real quickly. Big! It was Big the Cat!
Yeah, it was Big the Cat.
Guys, Big the Cat's here.
Why? Why is he here?
Because cameo.
What is he doing here?
He's looking for Froggy. Froggy, how did you end up in the space station? Gotta find my pal Froggy before the cannon kills everyone. Alright.
Yes.
Lionheart, I hope you're still here and not watching Joku play Resident Evil.
Wait, you're playing Sonic?
Yeah, actually.
No problem.
What happened to Shadow?
Oh, it's the end of the game.
It's the end of the game, baby.
You're already there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the final stretch. Turns out this game's really short.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you gone Super Saiyan yet?
No. We're almost there.
Almost.
Now we're on the real fucked up.
Oh yeah, this is some gnarly ass shit coming up.
This was all I wanted to do. お前たちを助ける理由などない。助ける意味も。
意味ならあるよ。
Alright, I need to close this video of me just staring off into the distance after beating Seiken Densetsu 3. Just completely lost.
一生懸命生きて頑張ってる。いつかみんなでもっと幸せになろうって頑張ってる。
Don't marathon games, guys. Don't do that.
I did a 24-hour stream once, and it took me an entire 2 days to recover, like physically. It's awful. Don't do it. And my back can't handle it anymore.
Shadow,
in fact.
you need to kill everyone.
Shadow, kill the president. No, wait, I shouldn't say that. Fuck.
I love that she says adios instead of sayonara.
Wait, she says adios in Japanese?
Yes.
Oh, you should have
seen Latinas.
Yeah, that's why he loves Is that like actually
that
the
be
origin
reference.
of that meme?
Oh, is God. Maria?
Is that the origin of the meme? Is it because she says
Maybe
adios
it
in the
is.
Japanese dub?
Maybe it is. Holy
Fuck.
shit.
Anyway.
Was that joke actually more clever than we thought or gave credit to?
Maybe. There's only one way to know. We need to find Yuji Naka and ask him.
He's in jail.
Yes, he'll be easy to find.
He's a captive audience.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's a giant lizard that appears out of nowhere. It's the final boss of the game. Oh my. Alright. Does anyone hold it? ZP, could you do a poll?
Oh, okay, sure. Give me a minute.
How many attempts do you think this will take me?
Oh, that's a good poll.
Because
roll 3.
I'll say this: in Shadow Generations, this took me 1 shot.
The Bio Lizard, the prototype of the ultimate life form. Dope, just skitters on the ground.
Yeah.
Over here. Alright, get back there.
And then it makes stock cheetah noises. God, what a video game.
Okay. Poll is up.
All right, chat.
I think it's going to take you about... Oh, already. People think it's going to take you 5 times or more.
What are you talking about? I'm great at video games. I am the ultimate game form.
I'm going to be your #1 fan. I'm your only vote for 0 to 1 attempts.
Now you're going to jinx him. So, Relkin, how did your game go?
I was
trying.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, as that game goes on, it fucking sucks.
What? I voted for... I'm going to go 4 to 5. Oh, wait. Shit.
Full of extremes.
Do you have so little faith in me?
3 people, 5+, and then me at 0 to 1.
Look, we're already past the first phase. I think.
Yeah, because that first phase is the hardest
Yeah, the first
part.
phase is the part that everyone says is a real fucker, and it's not any of the later phases of this fight.
Wait, you forgot to specify. Is it the second phase or just this phase that
No,
we were
just this
voting on?
game. No, just
Like,
the
what's
Bio
the beast
Lizard,
game?
not the
What's
final.
the Bio-Lizard?
The final
final
the part
lizard
where
in the
you're
space?
Sonic and not the Bio Lizard in space. That fight's easy as butt.
I mean, it's a gimmick.
Yeah,
Okay. And now he's belching the dark matter.
I like how this dark orb hurts you even when it doesn't actually hit you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't even get me started. Oof, that was close.
Nope. I just need the somersault underneath them. Anyway, then we get to do this shit.
Right. But yeah, like, this was not fun ever. Like, not even the slightest bit.
I don't think I even got to this.
I remember as a child finding this very difficult. It took.
I remember being so frustrated with this game that I had my older stepbrother play it for me and beat it for me because I just couldn't do it.
I beat this game once, and every other time I came back to it, it was to play one of like 4 levels. Just ignore
And
every other
then
thing.
when they released these on both Adventure 1 and Adventure 2, oh shit. Yep. See, this is the part of old school games of this era that, like the boss design of this era, that drives me crazy. Which is, if you lose your window, you're just fucked. And then now you have to go through the same rigmarole all over again.
Fuck you, Dad! No, I don't actually say that. I love my dad.
I'm sure your dad's a great man. And not a giant bio-lizard.
I hate my bio-lizard dad. Oh, fuck!
Fucking, yeah.
I like the idea of like Sonic and Knuckles just kind of watching this in the sidelines. Oh, this is fucked up. Ooh, wow. That's a big lizard.
Oh, hold on. I gotta vote in the poll.
You're gonna vote yourself?
I think he's gonna do 0 to 1. Eat shit, America. Eat shit and die.
Have you talked to Jeff about this memory card issue?
No.
Have you expressed how cross you are about the
No,
memory card
because here's the
situation?
thing. I would be more cross playing this on a Dreamcast controller.
Wait, did you just do that in one attempt?
Yeah.
By the way, one more person has joined me with the 0 to 1.
Yeah, that was me. I voted for myself.
Okay, well, one person has joined the 2 to 3.
Yeah.
Nobody's gone for 4 to 5.
Yeah.
You're a boss. You're the cake boss.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the giant lizard uses chaos control.
Does the giant lizard have a
Flash
gap?
steps out of existence?
Yeah.
カオスエメラルドの暴走が止まればコロニーの落下も停止するんじゃなかったのか
5+ wins.
Well, I mean, we don't know if 5+ wins truly yet.
I just think it's very funny that, was that the majority? Yes, majority.
Alright, it's time. It's time.
Mm-hmm. Super Saiyan. I always thought it was weird, like...
They're gonna hold hands in chaos control?
Yeah, this is the Fujoshi, like this scene.
Don't sexualize the Sonic. Too late?
It's too late, man. Cat's out of the bag, man. I hate to break it to you, Relkin. There are people on the internet, and they think of Sonic in a weird way.
It's like when Ken Levine said, please stop making horny fan art of Elizabeth from Bioshock Infinite. She's like a daughter to me.
But specifically, he was like, please stop
just made it
sending...
worse, didn't it?
Yeah.
Please stop sending me this art. I don't want to see
anyway,
this.
The final hazard.
Sending it to him?
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I have to imagine that the standard porn of Elizabeth is literally with her father. That's the protagonist of that.
I mean, yeah, the protagonist is her father.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, and most people are like,
Crush 40
guy, right?
Hi, Dad. What's up?
Is this the best Sonic song? Yes. This is one of them. This is up there.
Yeah. I can hear that. Wait, this... Hold it. I'm sorry, I'm looking at this lizard, and I'm like, oh, this lizard's ass is just fully fused into this space station, huh?
Don't worry about it. It's fine. He's fine with it.
It's fine.
He's the ultimate life form.
And yet somehow this game couldn't save the Dreamcast.
Yeah. Not. I'll tell you what could have saved the Dreamcast: Madden. A less easily pirated format.
You know,
Madden
maybe
and any
EA.
form of CD protection.
Although, like their workaround was like, okay, what if we create this studio and it'll be called 2K, and they'll make an equally good sports
visual
franchise.
concepts.
I would argue it was better.
Yeah, it was better for a long while.
Oh yeah, like visual
existed,
concepts.
Oh wait, now we're just gonna sell it to Take-Two.
Yeah.
Is there a third form to this?
No. No,
Okay,
this
so
is
you're
yeah.
This is he's about to.
This is
beat
the
it.
final hazard.
RB, I believe in you.
Yeah, and look what your belief has wrought. Live and
Friendship
learn.
is power.
Yeah, no, there's someone made the GTA 3 was going to come to the Dreamcast at one point. And also someone made a Dreamcast port of GTA 3, like someone homebrewed. Anyway, I beat the video game. Eat shit, America. I'm the best at video games. Never mind the hour you just saw of me fumbling around in the last level.
Yeah, that last level was actually more of a troublesome thing for you than any of the bosses here.
Yeah.
Good job.
Maria. I thought he was calling out Mario.
Yeah, Mario.
Mario.
Mario? Well, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to post Luigi anymore.
What about Gooigi?
Oh, you're allowed to post Gooigi all you want.
I support Luigi killing rich people.
No! Jeff Bezos is going to come to
channel.
my house and break my legs!
Not unless Luigi gets to him first.
Just this one street corner.
Yeah, I love how the people around the world include a city street, what I'm assuming is supposed to be something in France, and then somewhere in the Middle East.
Yeah. The 3 countries.
Oh no.
We did it.
Known criminal.
I think Shadow's gone. We lost him.
Thanks, Yuji Naka.
I can't believe we killed Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah. If only you had collected all of those rings.
Is that the difference? Like, if you have all the rings, Shadow shows up at the end and goes, "Look, I'm not dead."
No.
Are they talking now, or are they just sort of like
they're
waving
talking,
their
but
hands
it's
around?
in Japanese.
Oh, and there's no subtitles, of course. Oh, there's got to be some sort of video on YouTube of someone who made that.
Oh, of course there is, because that
Sonic the
meme got pretty
Hedgehog.
popular for a while there.
Yeah.
Where's my Damedone snow halation?
どうすんだお前まだエメラルドを追いかけ回すつもりか
やめとく。なんか苦労の割に儲けなさそうだし。それに今回は宝石よりもいいものが手に入ったから。それでチャラにしとくわ。
なるほど
How does it feel to know you've beaten all of the Dreamcast Sega or Sonic games, except Sonic Shuffle?
Listen, once I get 3 refurbished Dreamcast controllers...
Do you only have the one controller?
I only have one controller.
Choo Choo Rocket, here we come.
I mean,
So-
I could play Choo Choo Rocket right now.
Only by yourself.
But only by myself. He says adios!
I have a
the
European
Hedgehog.
version of Choo Choo Rocket. It's worthless to me.
Maybe he really did like Latinas.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is where this came from.
Is Maria a Latina?
No!
No, it's just that when he says goodbye, he says adios in the Japanese dub.
And yeah, in English, he says sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Lonnie
like a
Manella
sound
doing
team.
work.
Yeah, Lonnie Manella, if you needed someone to do voice direction for your video game in the early 2000s,
I would
if you
argue
needed someone to beat Nancy Drew.
I would argue maybe
Right.
didn't do a great job in this one.
No.
No, not at all. I mean, they didn't even like there was no way to lip sync, but they didn't even try.
I mean, I would say they did a great job.
Peter Moore.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna play in March? Right.
Sonic Heroes.
Heroes.
And I'm either going to buy a copy of it or I'm going to play it on Dolphin. Probably on Dolphin, because I don't actually want to give anyone
Let me see
Sonic
if
Heroes.
how much
Played in a
that's
higher
going
resolution.
for.
How much does Sonic Heroes cost on GameCube versus
Which
PS2?
version of the GameCube?
GameCube
Yeah,
or
the GameCube
PS2?
prices are the worst.
Yeah,
So you want PS2?
either. Tell me.
The PS2. So you're in luck, Brayden. Because Sonic Heroes got a Greatest Hit edition on PS2, it's actually under $20.
It also got Player's Choice on GameCube because it sold
Yeah,
the best on GameCube.
Yeah, but
doesn't really
GameCube
matter.
tax.
But also GameCube retro tax. Anyway, I did it.
I could probably like find a copy of Sonic Heroes for like $10.
Yatsu.
If I look for it.
I'll buy your copy of Sonic Heroes.
I never bought that. I
Oh,
would have
rest
to do
easy,
it.
Heroes! Because
It's a
they're
reference.
teasing Sonic Heroes. And then...
Yeah, there's just.
I'm coming for you, sexy Latinas.
Oh, I miss Latinas. Alright, well, I guess... Is Joker still playing Resident Evil or whatever?
It says it is on the bar. I'll look.
Is he gonna play Remake for the first time, for like the 8th time, and get mad the first time he gets killed by a
he's playing
zombie?
it still.
Okay, he's still playing 3?
Yeah.
He's paused right now, but yes.
Okay. Yeah, Joku bought CVX a week after I played it and went, "This is... God, I still hate this game." Anyway.
Good.
Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Thank you for Sonic. We'll probably be back later this week with...
Sonic. No,
more
Sonic.
JRPG
Akiba's Trip.
bullshit.
Bye.
A copy of Tales of Legendia might come out.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
Good.
You just want to see the world burn.
I
Bye.
do. Bye.
Yep.